that shit.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, you can still talk it through.
How we doing, Papa? Are we good? Yeah. Welcome, everybody, to episode number 50 of Two Nobodies with the Mic. I hope everyone's having a great week. It's Friday and beautiful. You got to love the weather, right? The beautiful autumn weather's coming in like the autumn wind.
Check with Sinead to see if we have sound. Fred. Oh, yeah, Fred said yeah.
We're good. Let's go through our introductions. To my right, I got my main man. Rafa's in the house. The
What's
guru.
going on? What's up? What's up?
I have CJ.
What's good with it?
Co-conspirator or co-host of Cut the Noise. By the way, if you haven't checked out that podcast, Cut the Noise, political podcast, go check them out under our umbrella of Two Nobodies. CJ, how you doing, Papa?
Doing great.
Yes, we have producer Eddie Money extraordinaire. How you doing?
Doing great.
Straight out of from the Led Zeppelin concert last week.
Straight from the Greek theater.
Yes, yes. And we have a very, very, very special guest. You guys all know him as Kobe, friend of the show, friend of the family, also St. John Bosco 2020 graduate. Also, what JC did you go to?
Cypress College.
Cypress College. Oh! We have a naked chihuahua.
No.
Wow, get over here.
Motherfucker, you look 40. You look 40.
Over here.
Oh, my God. He's so mad.
Listen, that
Your face looks good, though, man.
if you guys know Hawks on the Cove, he lost a bet. He put a bet on Rutgers.
Money line.
Or he had to shave his beard skin tight. He's had a beard for now, 4 years straight?
Bro, since I met him, he looked like he was from Northern Africa.
He just walked in.
So
he looked like one of those skinned cats. Get over here. Oh yeah, he's gonna go take a shower and put like eyeliner.
He's gonna fill it in.
Yes.
So back to Kobe's introduction.
Yes, sorry, Kobe. That was
No, it's all good.
friend of the family. Canyon
Cypress College.
Yeah. Then to the University of Washington Huskies, where he dominated, and then drafted to the New York Yankees, the Bronx Bombers. Kobe, we've been wanting to have you. Thank you for joining us, Papa. Give Kobe a hand.
Thank you guys for having me.
We don't have a headset for this.
No, but talk like this.
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Now you sound
now
you sound like a Yankee.
There you go.
Kobe, we're gonna get him all loose, but right now he's shy. He doesn't want to be in front of the camera. But Kobe, pleasure to have you here, man. It's good to see you. Looking thin.
Looking like a Yankee, bro. Looking like an MLB, except
Yankee.
Which, by the way, this should be a question for our interview, but we're gonna ask him now. Do you only have to shave if you're on the MLB club?
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea off season, but I know during in season, if I'm not shaving, then it's probably.
Oh, even on the single A team.
Yeah, even on the single.
Oh, everybody has to be shaved.
Yes.
Oh, okay, top to bottom. I love
the
it.
trainers, everyone.
Oh,
everyone
wow.
has to be
I love
shaved.
it.
I forgot about that rule when he posted his signing. I was like, what the fuck?
The same thing you did with Jacob walked in.
Yes, but we have Kobe in the house. Jacob, hopefully we can have on later. Thank you guys for joining us. We are live and direct in Downey, and you know how this goes, right? If you want to question us, talk shit about us, like all of you seem to enjoy, go ahead, hit us up on YouTube Live. Eddie Money will let us know, and this is an interactive show, so please. And if you want to call in, get the phone number. We'll let you call in. But listen, there are some rules to this, right? We are the gambling show of record, but we do have one big rule, CJ. Do you know what that rule is?
Don't be a loser.
Don't be a loser. And what that means is, listen, you're going to lose bets, but play responsibly. If you have an issue, go ahead, give me a call. I'll show up to your house. I'll take your money. And that way you won't spend more than you can afford. But don't be a loser, right? Episode 50. And if you guys know the deal, we like to run down the best athletes to wear the episode number. This is episode 50. Finally out of the 40s, which was horrible for football. But 50 is a different story when it comes to football, Papa. Who wants to start with their
I'll go with-
famous 50?
I'll go with the Admiral,
Oh,
David Robinson.
David Robinson out of Navy.
the best number
Yeah.
50.
Dave and the guys. You know who that is?
No.
That's the point guard. What was his name? With the piano mouth.
From UNLV?
No.
Because he also wore number 50.
No, he was a coach. He was the point guard. Not Steve. God.
What team?
It's the Spurs. He was their point guard.
Oh, Tony Parker?
No. Way before.
Eddie,
Yeah.
you brought him up.
Yeah, I know.
How do you bring someone up and not know?
If you don't know Dave and the guys, then that's my
Yeah.
impression of him. Then
Oh,
you'll
no.
never get it.
No, I guess
Anyone?
not.
Anyone else? A number 50? You have a number 50? CJ?
Willis Reed.
Ooh, Willie Reed. That's a pretty good one.
Got Zach Randolph,
Zach Randolph from
the Grizzlies.
Michigan State, Papa. Come on, man.
Yeah, if you're an overweight basketball player and made it to the NBA,
Michigan
you went to
State.
Michigan State. Draymond, Zach Randolph. Did Oliver Miller go there?
No, Oliver Middle went to Arkansas.
Okay.
Yes.
I got another number 50 that I just, when you were trying to, that bad attempt of the point guard,
Yes.
I thought you were talking
Not
about a
Steve
number 50.
Avery. Steve, go ahead.
Steve Smith? Oh, Avery Johnson.
Avery Johnson.
Avery Johnson.
Yeah, me and the guys.
Yeah. Coached Alabama for a little bit, by the way.
Yes.
Greg Anthony.
Greg Anthony. That's a good one.
Of course, that's a good one. That's
Did he
why
wear it at UNLV as well?
I don't know if he wore 50 at UNLV.
Yeah.
He might have.
His son went to UNC. He plays for Orlando. Hasn't panned out.
No.
Hasn't panned out. I'll give one. Come on. Mike Singletary? Are you freaking
mine.
shitting me?
Rick Flores just said that.
Okay. Thank you, tricksters.
You guys all from the Avenues think alike, huh?
Yes.
Bobby Abreu.
Abreu?
Bobby
how you say his
Abreu.
name?
Yes, that's exactly how you say
Wow.
his name. Who the fuck is Abreu? And when you're talking about baseball players, 92% of them, last name, Latino, bro.
Yes.
Gotta add some flavor in there.
Yeah,
Dominicano.
Abreu.
Yes.
Abreu. And then he saw him that he's a little dark skinned. He thought that was a brother like him.
He's like, I him.
him.
Kobe,
Cousin.
if you want to be moved up faster, I would pretend that you were Dominican. I guarantee you, they'd move you up faster.
Just hang out here in the sun also.
There's nothing more American than seeing 9 Dominican guys playing on a baseball field, right?
Damn right.
100%.
100%.
Anyone else? I got.
I got one you may not know.
Oh, that's impossible.
Jim Otto's first season, he wore 50.
I got that. I do have Jim Otto. I had it down here, Papa. Yes, he did wear number 50. I'm going to give one. Mike Vrabel, right?
Oh, wow.
Vrabel, high
Terrible
school,
coach.
Walsh Jesuit of Ohio. The reason I know that is because the toughest wrestling tournament in the country, Ironman, is at Walsh Jesuit. Beautiful high school. And Vrabel, you don't think he's a Vrabel? You don't think he's a good coach?
I said it last year.
Dude, I as a Raider
Put it this
fan,
way. If they
I
lose
would-
this week, I fire his ass.
Dude, I'll take him all day, every day with the Raiders. Who else? Anyone out there in YouTube land? Jay.
Alfredo said that Avery Johnson wore number 6.
No, I know, but
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
just
yeah,
talking about Avery Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was just mentioning Avery as
Ralph Sampson,
yeah. Ralph
University
Sampson.
of Virginia, 7'5", the original Manute Bowl. You guys have no idea who Ralph Sampson is, do you?
No, you don't? You know
Yeah.
who Manute Bol is?
Yeah.
You know who Manute Bol.
Yeah, you do.
That's Bol Bol's dad.
Bobo's dad.
Yeah, you
Oh, okay.
That's the dumbest thing ever. Bol Bol's dad. Bol Bol was ass.
Bobo
I actually
was
saw
ass.
Manute
I
Bol.
remember Bol
I
was-
actually saw Manute Bol on my 6th grade trip to Washington D.C. He was like outside.
Dude, that was the Washington Monument, bro. That wasn't.
You should have seen it when Bobo came to play at Boston.
Oh.
When Bobo came to play, all of us were like, oh, in high school.
And he was trash. And he was
He was
also
garbage.
30 when he was playing. So,
A new bowl for not the Wizards, but the Bullets.
yeah, Washington
No,
Bullets.
if you look up Twin Towers, University of Virginia, Ralph Sampson was the best center in college, and he teamed up with Hakeem at the Houston Rockets, and they had two. I mean, Hakeem was 7 foot and he was 7'5", and they I don't know if they didn't win a championship, but it was a pretty.
Not Ralph Sampson, no.
No. But yeah,
That was her.
Twin Towers, the original Twin Towers, Hakeem and Ralph Sampson.
Any other number 50s?
Come on, man. Kobe, who's the best 50?
Off the top of my head, don't put me on the spot.
Mookie
like that.
Betts.
And Mookie Betts, Papa.
Mookie Betts. I mean, yeah, I see Aaron Gordon.
Look, I said the best player.
Jeez, man.
I brought up a list for him to say something.
Say Aaron Gordon.
I actually completely forgot about Mookie Betts.
We
Yeah.
forgot about Mookie Betts too. You don't
Yeah.
think of Mookie Betts having number 50 though.
You don't
know
think of
what?
anybody in the majors wearing
Yeah,
number
that's what I'm
50 if
saying.
you're not
Kinda
fucking
weird.
pitching.
Yeah,
There's a
exactly.
reason he does it. I've looked it up. I totally forgot, but he does wear 50. Jamie Moyer from I think
Man, he was a Mariner. He was a Philly.
yeah. Pitcher.
You don't know who Jamie Moyer
pitch
is.
forever.
Pitch forever.
40,
well, when you're
like-
left-handed, you can pitch for fucking ever.
Did he pitch for
Kobe,
40, 41,
Kobe, you
42?
throw left-handed?
I don't. I throw
Or
right.
you throw right and hit left.
Hit left though.
Yeah. Yeah, if you throw left and you can somehow just throw strikes, even if you throw like 79, you can pitch forever. Jesse Orozco.
Orozco.
Forever.
Was he 49
He
or
was.
something?
I felt like he was 139.
Yeah. And all you do is
Motherfucker,
throw.
when he'd throw, dust would come out of his
Yes.
shoulder. Like he'd just come here and you just saw kind of dust just popping out.
All he did is you put him in to face one left-hander.
That's
That's
it.
it. That's it. And he pitched forever.
By the way, Mookie wears 50 simply because no one wants it.
That's a good reason.
That's odd. That's not even a reason.
50's not even a terrible number.
50 is a horrible number for baseball.
Oh, for baseball.
How about KJ Wright?
No.
AJ Hawk?
Oh, AJ Hawk, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, the Ohio State
Yeah.
University. Well, anyways, that is the famous 50s. If you guys have any more famous 50s, don't be shy. Go ahead and let Eddie Money know. He'll let us know what your 50 is. And let's go to the next segment, man.
Let's do it. You're fired?
You're fired.
I'm excited.
Brought to you by Julio's Pizza, the best thin crust pizza in Southern California by far. Go ask for Ziggy or Mary. Order that special al pastor pizza, pineapple, cilantro, onion, salsa. It's like 2-in-1, tacos and pizza at the same time. We didn't get it today, but man, we should add it. Kobe, have you ever had the al pastor pizza?
I have not. No.
Eddie Money will take you while you're here.
It's life changing.
Yeah, it is life changing. We're watching the Utah Utes versus Oregon State. Oregon State, man, those are some unis.
Those are nice.
Ooh, I don't know.
You don't like that?
You don't like the all orange?
I don't like the all orange.
That was going to be my promotion instead of your fire today. Was
really
orange unis.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't
Yeah.
promote anybody's jerseys unless they're the Oregon Ducks.
Yeah, that's too much orange for me, man.
False start
They do
on the
look like a
guard,
traffic
but
cone.
they won't call it. God,
That's
DJ's playing. Not football, though, but he's playing a game. So anyways, let's get to
So
your
listen,
fire.
we are getting into your fire.
Jesus
You guys know the drill. If you want to fire anyone, hypothetically, of course,
Oh, man.
go ahead, go on YouTube in the comments. Let us know who you want to fire and why do you want to fire them. Who wants to start off your fired by Julio's Pizza today?
CJ, fire away.
So mine's but it's Israel Adesanya. So Israel Adesanya, he pled guilty to a DUI charge in New Zealand. And that Dana White allegedly came out and said it might be a year suspension if it does. And that immediately disrupts the Strickland 2 fight. Now, I don't know if he's going to get suspended for a year, but that's the reports I've been reading. It could be
For
all
a
BS.
DUI,
For
a
a-
year suspension?
Well, listen, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm just saying it cuts off at that Strickland 2 fight that everybody's been talking about.
I think it's worth it. You know why? Because you're bringing your company to this country. There should be special fucking rules. You know what? You get a DUI
get it.
while you live here, that's fine. But you went for a week
Yeah.
to a country to promote the largest company, not, the biggest sporting company in the world.
It's one of the biggest.
They travel,
probably the biggest.
in the world, that they travel, and they travel well. And you're the number one dude or whatever, number two
He's
guy?
probably the best striker that we've seen in the
Well,
UFC.
but that's popularity. He's probably the top 3 fighter or whatever.
Why are you driving?
Number one, why are you driving? And you fucking DUI in another country, dude.
Well, no, he's from New Zealand.
Oh, is he?
He's Nigerian, but he's from New Zealand.
Does he live there?
Yeah.
Ah, then it's okay.
Yeah, I think that's
Then it's okay.
That's why I think he'll get away with it. But
Oh, if he lives there, I think it's
Yeah,
fine.
I think
I
he'll
mean,
get away
it's not right to drink and drive. Yeah. Don't drink and drive. But if you get caught, might as well get caught in your own country. I'm okay with that.
Well, yes. DUIs, if you live here in the U.S.
But
That's a bad theory. Not far.
what I'm saying is he shouldn't get a suspension is what I'm saying.
Well, yeah.
Not a year.
going on that.
Don't clip
John
any of this, anybody. All right.
Clip it all. Clip it all.
Don't clip any of
Clip
this.
it all. Fuck it.
Yes.
I take a beating on a week to week anyways.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Any money? You have anyone you want to fire?
So I got 2 firings actually.
Ooh.
One is obvious. It's the Broncos coaching staff. They put up 7. They let them put up 70. I think that's just insane.
That shit, some of that shit was accidental.
Let's focus on a certain Sean Payton because that is a great firing.
Mike McCarthy or Sean Payton?
Sean Payton.
Oh, it's the same thing. I get confused.
Yeah. They are the same thing.
They're the same people.
But even worse, did you hear how just tone deaf his interview was after the game?
No.
Oh my! I
saw a couple.
You get slammed. You get a 70 burger put down on your face like that. You in front of a camera, you say, "It's on me. We'll fix this." It's 3-word answers. You don't go into but his ego showed. He's like, I've been on the other side of this. And then
You beat somebody by 50?
no, and he hasn't.
no.
And he hasn't. He said, I've been on the other side of this, but never like this. He also gave credit to a captain on the team. He's like, well, I made him a captain. I forget which linebacker. He's like, well, I made him a captain on my team, so I know how good he is. He tried to take credit for the dude.
Dolphins?
Yeah.
What
And then he also mentioned a coordinator that, I made him a coordinator on my team. So,
So that's why they beat you by 50?
the opposite of humble, he's like trying to give credit for getting his ass kicked by freaking 50 points. He's like, well, yeah, if it wasn't for me, that dude wouldn't be a leader, and I made that dude a coordinator. I mean, so not only did you get beat, and by the way, it would have been a record if McDaniel didn't kick that, or he didn't
If he
kick
would've
the
kicked
field.
the field.
Which after hearing all the bullshit, I wish he would have.
Oh, I would have kicked that.
Yeah, Sean Payton, dude, 100%. Now let's even go back further. Who he told Hackett, worst coaching job ever. Hackett started 2-1.
Yes.
He's 0-3.
You see Shannon Sharp go off?
No, I
Shannon
know
Sharp went in
about that.
about the loss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Was it specifically about Payton?
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Well, dude.
Yes, it was.
The karma was just thick and spreading it all over
so
that
good.
toast. Yes, so great firing, Eddie Money. Great firing. Who
And
else?
my second firing is Colin Cowherd. So he said that
that
the
clown.
Steelers should trade 3 first-round picks, T.J. Watt, and George Pickens to get Caleb Williams.
Was he stupid?
Colin Coward is such a clown.
He is a clown. He is. That's another thing. Colin for the last 3 years, whatever, has been all over Denver's. He always thinks that Denver's going to be good. He's good friends with Peyton.
Yeah.
And he said Peyton is a top 5 hang. He's hung out with them. So he was all over Denver this year. Good job, Colin. You jackass.
Colin was wrong. Fucking everywhere.
I think there's like a screenshot after him on week 1 of like Colin's expert picks, and he was like 1-12.
1-12, and I felt bad
Something
because we
bad.
were 5-6, and we were 9-1.
Dude.
Rafa
And I
fucking
felt horrific.
Fox.
Yeah, I got to get on Fox. I don't know how.
Yeah,
but
dude has a beach house in freaking Malibu, hanging
Yeah.
out with all the stars,
Yeah.
and the dude literally doesn't watch freaking sports. It seems like. I mean, it's
Well, and his producers don't watch sports. Touchdown. No,
How
not
the
yet.
fuck do you not fucking give me?
yeah. So great firing.
What side are you on here?
Yeah, he's a turd. Hey, dude, CJ's...
I'm up and down, but I
Yeah.
love you.
Oh, he has family in Utah.
He
or
has
something
family in
like that.
Utah. He loves DJ. He was his center. It's a clusterfuck is what it is.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm going to fire Mark Cuban. But I'm not going to fire Mark Cuban for whatever you guys thought. I told Eddie, I don't think I'm going to fire Mark Cuban. He goes, for the Taylor Swift thing? I don't watch Taylor Swift news, period. And I'm now
I
starting.
try not to,
and
but
I'm starting to now hate the Chiefs because of it.
Oh, this is bad karma for the Chiefs. Though there's no way if this continues another couple weeks, which I think is a fake relationship. But go on.
Well, Mark Cuban came out and he said that the load management deal is the gamblers, the people that gamble on the NBA, are the ones creating the load management issue. That day-to-day fans don't care about it. So Mark Cuban, listen, if I didn't gamble on the NBA, I would never fucking watch it.
Ever.
Ever.
It's a bad product.
Ever. The product sucks. Okay, most of it's pretty bad.
Well, I saw something, not to interrupt you, but the Oregon Buffalo game, 10.6 million viewers. The highest rated game last year
In the NBA?
6.3.
Of course, because the product's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Because the product's bad. And he's worried about... Take away gambling from the NBA, nobody's watching that shit.
Nobody.
You're going to get the fans in the arena, and that's it. Nobody else is watching. Sorry. I feel that
I
way.
want to disagree, but I can't.
I feel that way.
It's rough. It's
Yeah,
rough
so-
and tough.
I don't care if you load manage whoever the fuck you're going to load manage.
That makes no
you
sense.
should have your lineup should be put out the morning of. The morning of the game, put out your lineup. Don't wait an hour before the game starts so then we know who's playing and who's not.
Yeah.
It's
So-
going to be really interesting to see how there's a ton of rule changes in the NBA. We're not going to get into the NBA. We're not even going to talk about this trade. But this season's going to be really interesting with all these new rules, the flop, the load management rule, how they're going to enforce all this shit. I have no idea. I thought you were firing him because Cuban came out and said that if Taylor Swift wants to date any of his Mavericks, then he would be more than happy to make that happen. Because if you guys haven't seen, the Chiefs, Kelsey's now number one sales.
There's
Just surpassed Mahomes by whatever. I mean, it's insane. These Swifties, it's a thing. It's powerful.
Don't ever fucking say that.
Well,
Please
listen,
clip that. Please clip that.
listen,
These are powerful.
Yeah.
I don't even know one song of hers.
Me neither.
So-
But you said Swifties.
Well, it's a thing.
It sounded like an ice cream shop.
Yeah, I don't know.
I used to go to Swifties when I was a kid.
That's Thrifties.
Wasn't that the best?
Yes. So I am going to fire, especially after last night, I'm going to fire Detroit Lions offensive coordinator Dan Campbell and Jahmyr Gibbs. I've started you all 3 weeks, and this supposed non-positionless
Touchdown beefs.
there you go. Go Beavs. Build a dam. I have his stats somewhere. I am so tired. He's on my trading block. If anyone wants to trade for Jahmyr Gibbs, because when he gets in the game, it's obvious he's electric. He looks different from anyone on the field. Okay? But as of week, what are we 4 now? This is
4.
Yes. He only has 39 carries for 179 yards. He's averaging 4.6, which is very good, right? 14 receptions on 18 targets and 70 yards. I mean, all the hype, it's almost like they were trying to legitimize their pick of picking him that early because everyone thought it was a reach. So they came out, they said, oh, you don't know what he's going to be incredible. We're going to use him in ways that no one has ever seen. Look, we've seen it. It's CMC, by the way, and he's not doing anything like CMC.
No, he ain't.
So I'm a Dan Campbell fan, but the hype, until you start giving that dude the ball, which Montgomery looks like a beast, right?
Oh, yeah.
I get it, but the dude is electric. I'm firing Detroit Lions. Stop talking shit. Just let him play, right? Don't overhype him. I'm sitting him. He's fired, and he's on my trading block. That's who I'm firing. What do you guys think?
I like it.
I like it.
I do like it. He gets in there for like a play, gets like 7 yards.
Yeah.
Take him out.
Yeah, and they came out and said yesterday, Rafa, you said that, we're trying to ease in the rookies. Bullshit.
That's what they said. That's what they said week 1. But I think Laporta's different. He's a tight end. That's different.
What about the strong safety?
That's defense. That's defense. You're not waiting on those dudes.
To be fair, running back is the most hit position besides lineman.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be, receiver, everything. He's supposed to, do everything, and it's been a dud. It's been a huge dud. So that's why I'm firing. That is you're fired. Anyone out there in YouTube land wants to fire anybody? I guess everyone's satisfied.
Kobe, you want to fire anybody? It's fictional.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it quick. I'm just say the Angels staff, just the Angels.
Oh God, yes.
It's a good one. That's a good one. We've done that here week after week.
It took Rafa a while.
Yeah, we do it week after week. Trust me, it's a week after week thing. They think I'm an Angel fan. I just defend their stupidity of why they hate the Angels.
No, but your defense was, but they tried.
They just signed the wrong fucking people.
Well,
wrong people, Shohei and Trout's the wrong people.
No. The rest of the
around them.
They overpaid for Rendon. He hasn't fucking played. The pitchers, but this goes back many years when they paid a shitload of money for Josh Hamilton, C.J. Wilson. They've done it. Pujols was in still his first 2 years as an Angel, dude. Pujols
it was a bad signing.
It was a bad signing because of all the money, but you needed a superstar.
You know what? It almost I wish he wouldn't have signed there because he would be more legendary than he already is if he would.
Pujols?
Yeah, I mean he's Pujols to me is a first ballot Hall of Famer
To everybody.
Yeah, and
I think he's the second best hitter I've ever seen.
Ooh.
Pure hitter.
Ooh.
His first 10 years in the league, through the roof. Not even close. Nobody measures up. And I think, by the way, the best hitter I've ever seen is Barry Bonds.
What you got to say about that MLB guy?
That's my opinion.
I agree. I think Barry Bonds is a legend. I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Pujols, another legend.
Yeah.
There's no way. I mean,
those numbers are.
It's really hard to argue against Barry Bonds being the best baseball player of all time. To me, I mean, steroids, whatever. Yeah, you say tomato, I say ketchup. But to me, undeniably the best hitter, and he did it when he weighed 170 pounds or 220 pounds. He did it both bodies. But that is You're Fired, brought to you by Julio's Pizza. If you guys haven't tried it out yet, please go visit them in Artesia, right off of Pioneer Boulevard. You will not regret it. Full bar, pastas, the best garlic bread you've ever had. It's amazing.
Phenomenal.
Oh, wait, we have a Rick Flores firing.
Rick, what do you got, Papa?
You said the famous Rick Flores fire. I want to fire Ryan Day, saying that Lou Holtz disrespect Ohio State.
Oh, my God.
That was
regarding
awkward.
where he chose.
That was brutal. By the way, great for mentioning that game. I also want to fire Notre Dame's defense.
Yeah. Oh,
That's who I wanted to fire.
Yes,
How the fuck?
How do we
That's
not
who I
do
wanted
that?
to
Third and 19. Do you allow 21 yards to the one, bro?
Okay, can we talk about the
you
last
had
play of the game and having 10 players
Let's
on
talk about
defense
the
and
last-
defending?
But it should have never got to that point. It's 3rd and 19. You have 7 guys on the fucking goal line, and now one dude can stop. The ball literally landed to the guy at the 1. Like, he caught it at the 1. He didn't run to the 1. The motherfucker caught it at the 1. What were you doing?
Well, I'll go
Bad
back further.
preparation, Irish.
Before that 3rd and 19, before that, they were rushing 5. They were blitzing. On that 3rd and 19, they went with 3 down linemen, gave them all the time in the world. The blitz was working.
I always say rushing 3 is the dumbest.
But they
Dumbest
only
thing ever.
I couldn't believe they did it. As soon as they went to 3 down linemen, I said, "Oh, he's getting this." You know, the quarterback, kudos to him. He played well, but the Irish gave away that game.
100%. Gave it away.
I heard it was the last 2 plays that they only had 10 on the field.
And then he came out and tried to defend it.
Yeah, it was terrible. And they cost us a push. We should have had a winning record last week.
Yes, that was tough. Notre Dame outrushed Ohio State, which
I think they outplayed him in a lot of ways.
They outplayed them for 59 minutes.
Yeah.
I agree. That is a great firing. That's the whole time I'm thinking I want to fire somebody. That's who it was. And, Notre Dame has Duke this week. College game day is there. Early blue chip for me.
I think Notre Dame's.
Oh, we'll get to that.
I think
We'll get to that.
Is it 6.5?
It's 5.5 now.
Oh, my God.
We'll get to that.
Yes. But that is your fire. Great firing, Ricky Ricardo. from Avenue 31. My God, how did we not bring that up? That was just devastating. Irish should have won that game. But
Yeah.
then again, that is You're Fired by brought to you by Julio's Pizza. Let's go into our blue chip recap. Rafa the Guru gave
A shit ton of them.
shit ton. And let's go through them. What do we got?
Is that right, Eddie Money? 9-9-1?
In college or
Overall,
Overall.
9-9-1?
Yeah.
God, I felt it was worse. God, people were crying for 9-9-1. Whoa,
you look
guys.
great. You look great.
Looks good, bud. It's not going out for a week. At least he's going to fill it in.
100%.
So we had the Chargers +1. Great game there.
Should have lost that game.
Should have lost that game.
Should have
100%.
lost that game.
Well, we didn't. And the Chargers won. So that was a winner. Patriots and Jets under 36.5. That could have been 26.
Hold on.
What do you got?
Hawks on the Cove wants to fire somebody.
Fire the Rutgers. What that was on Saturday. That piece of shit.
You know what he looks like? He looks like Ringo from Tombstone.
They could have
Yes.
won that game. They were in it, and then they just blew it, and it was depressing. So now I'm here.
But,
Yes.
dude, for you to go out on a limb like that for Rutgers, that's what you'd get.
I felt like
It was fucking Rutgers against the number 2 team in the land.
They were in it.
Bro, they were in it until the game kicked off. Then
They're in it. 7-0.
And then it was 7-7, and that's where it went downhill from there. You should have grabbed the Clippers right after it was 7-7, and they didn't move the ball.
They did
after.
score that first touchdown. I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. No, Jago, we were watching it. Jago was jumping up and down.
Oh, yeah.
Putting the beard oil, like combing it out. Like, yeah. Dude,
Oh,
you
man.
bet on Rutgers. Just
Yeah,
remind
you
you.
deserve what
Yeah.
you get.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
So Eddie Money.
Johnny Ringo.
So we had Bears and Chiefs over 48, Lions -3, Florida State -2. Those are all winners. USC, ASU over 62, Oregon -21. What
Damn.
an ass
Oh,
whooping!
Speaking.
What an ass whooping!
Let's revisit this.
Rafa.
So, so you got a pie coming to your face because
Pie to the face.
pie straight to the dome. I'm not gonna do it because I have a heavy hand, so I'm not gonna do it. Eddie Money's gonna do it. All right, I'm not gonna do it because you're gonna get got accidentally, and I don't want to do that.
So let's revisit this. So last week, Rafa was, my God, you guys were ruthless. Rafa came out and said that he couldn't wait till Oregon kicked Colorado and kicked them in the nuts. And the amount of hate, I don't think there was one. Maybe you were the only one, Jacob, to back Rafa up and said 100% that's happening.
They only came after the game.
Yeah.
They came after the game.
Yeah. It was, I went after everybody because they came after you, Rafa.
Oh, I know, it's stupid.
And it was the most anticlimactic game I've ever seen
I
in
think
my
I've
life.
ever seen in my life.
It was it was a boat race. Straight up boat race.
And then you know, some people we know that Oregon has players better than Colorado. There's no doubt about that. The quarterback's better and all of that. The thing is, you didn't think the quarterback was better. You didn't. Everyone thinks, oh, it's Bo Nix. Oh, Shadur's better. Dude, Shadur, I explained this to you from the get-go. The TCU game, they had 3 months to prepare. The next week against Nebraska, the first half, the only reason they were up 13-0 is because Sims is a garbage quarterback.
Yeah.
And he literally gave them the ball.
Twice.
They didn't have an interception or they didn't. Dude, the ball went right through the guy. The fumble, those were on the snaps. You didn't create that fumble. No, he fumbled the ball and gave you 13 points.
Shador had 50 yards in the first half.
They're fucking horrible. That offensive line, you know how many times he's been
The
sacked?
offense line is probably one of the worst I've seen in a while.
You
And
know-
everyone knew that. And everyone knew that.
Dude, he's been sacked 25 times in 3 games by 3 teams. Well, 4 teams now. That their defense is not great. So imagine if he played a team. Do they play Utah? They might lose by fucking. He might be out in the first half.
Can I fire somebody?
Go ahead, you fire. You do whatever you want, man. This is your show.
So Keyshawn comes out after the ass whooping and says, I know for a fact.
Yes.
I know for a fact. I have my sources that other coaches from other schools all helped Dan Lanny game plan for this. That he does not need right? He does not need help from anybody. That was such a cop-out. That was so upsetting. The Dion apologists, by the way, we love Dion. We love Dion, okay? But to come out and say that everyone wanted to lose so bad, everyone was handing information. What information? Everything's on film. It's everything that Dan could, Coach Lenny could see. There's no way he was accepting information. It's all bullshit. Dan had a great game plan.
Oh, are you kidding?
A game
awesome.
plan, but also the message. The message of, that we are a team. This is not Hollywood. We don't do this for clip. That kind of is annoying because Oregon has 86,000 uniform.
That's not the point. That's not the point. He's talking to his guys to get them wild up and go and ready to
that's
go.
obviously the point.
He's not going out to the media and saying that. Yeah, it was filmed
But
and it was put out
seeing
there.
the camera right there. In his
It doesn't
face.
matter. They have
It
everyone
absolutely
has
matters.
camera. We got
Everyone
a
has
camera.
camera.
He got a camera in his face the whole time, like wherever he goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody has a camera in their face. You can't even take a shit outside
I
anymore.
thought that one comment. Well, I was like, that's funny.
But so everyone has a camera. That's not the point. It was for him to get his guys wild up. But I told you last week, every week that they've played, there's always been some sort of I got a chip on my shoulder bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, this coach. Oh, this team. Oh, this guy said something with the sun. They barely beat Colorado State. That team is not good.
Yeah.
They barely beat them. They struggled. Every game that they've played, they've struggled to move the ball except the first one. Other than that, they've struggled.
Facts.
And they played Colorado State, who sucks. Luckily, tomorrow they get USC. So that game, they're going to score 100 points probably.
It's going to be 100 to 100.
The one time USC stops them, that's all USC is going to need, is to stop them one time. That team is not very good. Oh, people start, you hate Dion. I love Dion. I think he's awesome.
Yeah.
He's an amazing recruiter. If you have a school, you should definitely want to sign him to recruit players. Making decisions in the game, not so much. Not so much.
I don't know if it's decisions.
I don't know if he's a terrible decision maker.
Yeah, because he has really good coordinators. He's not calling plays. He's not calling defense.
Sorry to cut you off.
No.
Have you seen he can read the play? So he sees what they're doing. Like last week, it was like 4th and 1. Puts on, because he always has his mic up here on his headset.
Yeah.
Brings down his headset, run. Puts it back up.
Yeah.
Because he knew they were going to run the ball.
Yeah.
You can know they're going to run the ball, but as many guys as you've brought in, those dudes are not stopping anybody on Oregon.
They're really light on the defensive line and offensive line.
The trenches.
And that's where SC and Pac-12, except for, maybe Oregon State, that's where they've had trouble beating these Big Ten schools, beating these SEC schools, because they don't have the dominant, up front guys. And that's going to be an issue for SC if they... I think it's going to be a close game next week, but we'll
tomorrow?
Yeah.
And there's going to be like a shit ton of people there.
Everybody and their
Ralphie
mothers
said,
going.
I guess DJ Khaled's with them. So he said DJ Khaled's going to lead the Buffs to a win tomorrow.
DJ Khaled's going to be there, yeah, and he's gonna be the Buffalo who leads out the other Buffalo.
I'm waiting for the comments talking about his twin brother.
Yes.
Yeah, he's bringing them out. But anyway, so let's get Arkansas and LSU. Eddie Money has here checked. We lost. That game went way over. Was 34-31. I don't know what Eddie Money's checklist here. The one that really hurts is the Rutgers, Michigan, for many reasons. This man has done that to himself. We also lost the over, which was in that series 9-1, by the way, in their last 10, and we lost that as well. So there was Tennessee was 21.5. I think they won by what, 21? No, they covered. Tennessee covered as well. Oklahoma and Cincinnati, no good. Saints, I think you have that one from another week.
That was from last week.
Yeah, that was from last week. Notre Dame ended up pushing there at the end. Oregon State got mollywopped by Washington State.
They won by 3.
No, Washington. Oh, you're talking about Washington?
Yeah, dude, the game was over. The game felt like over.
Okay, they won by 10 then.
Whatever.
It's not that you get mollywopped.
You were a road favorite in college football and you lost by double digits. You got your ass kicked. I know you don't understand the gambling part, which is why you're taking a pie to the face, because you thought that Colorado was going to beat Oregon on the road.
I'm never going to hear the end of this.
Oh, 100%.
You won't. Not until you realize this.
Not until you realize.
Third quarter.
In the third quarter. Shit was over in the middle of the second quarter. It was like 28-0.
Oregon State versus Washington State.
That game was over in the
They were
third.
up by like 25 at one point.
I agree. That thing was terrible. But anyways, so that's the recap. We were at 9-9-1. It felt like we were so much worse. I didn't know it was 9-9-1. It wasn't that bad. It was bad.
I don't want to point out your fault. The only game that was not in reach was that Oklahoma and Cincinnati.
Terrible.
That was
It
the
was
only one.
it was terrible. Well, in the Cowboy game, Arizona. By the way, we always, do it like a "you're fired" segment. I want to give praise to Arizona since we're going to lead into NFL. Arizona is 3-0 against the spread. Mm-hmm. All 3 games they played tough for this coach, bro. And we all thought, dude, this coach, the things he says, and who rode the bus here, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But
it is, he looked. By the way, that film
Downey?
clip.
when are we doing an interview with you?
Next week.
Okay.
Next week, playoff baseball, you're in.
Next week. Let's do
All
it.
right.
Yes. All right. Everyone say goodbye to Kobe.
Bye, Kobe.
Later, bud.
Bye, Kobe.
All right, man. But what was I saying?
Cowboy.
Oh, the
Arizona.
Cowboys.
Arizona.
That clip of the coach, and I can't remember.
Who rode the bus here? Or who?
Yeah,
you guys get?
Yeah.
that's edited. It's heavily edited to make him look like a dumbass. He doesn't have to do that. When he first got there, there's a lot of bad film and stuff. But Dobbs is playing great.
Yeah, they're playing really good.
James Conner playing great.
They didn't have Josh Dobbs' jersey in the team.
You see
store.
that?
Was
Do
fun.
they do
Yeah,
they now?
they put it now.
Good
For
good
3 weeks, he went into the Cardinals pro store, and first of all, obviously there was no jerseys on there, but you can go make a custom jersey. He couldn't even make a custom jersey for the first 3 weeks of the season, and kudos to the Cardinals, man.
Yeah, they're doing good job.
Good
Playing
job.
hard.
And listen, we always love when the Cowboys get their
Nuts kicked in. Love it.
That's always a bonus.
So let's jump into the NFL, yeah?
NFL week, was it
Week 4.
4?
So we had Detroit last night.
Hold on. Brought to you by Custom Cars. Custom with the K, cars with the Z.com. Go check that website out if you guys are in the market for an aftermarket car, truck, lowered vehicle, raised vehicle. Dude, there was a Gladiator in there is that thing sold yet?
No, it's there.
Oh my God, this Gladiator raised, ragtop, just some beautiful, beautiful vehicles. We have another special event this Sunday, December 1st. Free
October
taco.
1st. October 1st. Man, you're jumping the gun. We're in
yeah,
October.
Yes, what am I thinking? October 1st, this Sunday in Pacoima. Free tacos, people. We're not asking for your email.
We're not asking for shit. We're just giving away tacos. Like
Yes.
the lady, there was a lady in the morning. She's like, "Are the tacos really free?" I said, "Yes. Come back at 11. The tacos are free." She walked in. She's like, "Oh, I'm on my way to church, but I just really wanted to see if the tacos were free." Yeah, here you go. Take 2 plates. There you go.
Yeah, we couldn't get people off the street. And
Free tacos.
Mind you, we're in Pacoima, the taco capital of the world. And people just they thought we were...
They thought we were going to sell them something. It's just come and eat.
or a cult. They were going to steal them. But we're doing it again. We are going to have
We had a good turnout.
a bonus podcast this Sunday. We're going to be watching NFL Live, having tacos, having a blast, smoking cigars, drinking. We're going to have a blast doing it this Sunday. Please come out and join us in Pacoima, customcars.com. Look up the address. We'll be there from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Tacos are from 11 to
11 to 3.
11 to 3.
Usually 10:30. He started at 10:30 last week.
If you wanna come out, if you wanna come talk to us on the podcast, we're gonna have a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We encourage you to come join us, have some tacos, maybe buy that beautiful white Gladiator that I want to buy so bad. We gotta get Rafa really drunk and him give me a good deal on that sucker.
You just take the keys, Eddie.
Yeah.
Take it, Eddie.
But that is, that's what we're doing. Let's get into NFL Week 4, brought to you by Custom Cars. What do we got, Papa?
So we had Detroit last night. We didn't bet them, but we did. So Lions last night, they covered no problem against Green Bay. And then starting off the weekend, London, the Falcons versus the Jaguars.
Yes.
I'm blue chip in this game.
Bang, bang.
So here's the line Jags -3 over 43.5. All right. So I like the under in this game. Atlanta last 10 games 7-3 to the under. Now, if you've watched the Jaguars play, they played the Colts. The offense scored. The game ended 31-21. The offense didn't look good at all.
They haven't looked good all season.
They looked terrible last week at Houston. The Chiefs game, they were terrible. They got a couple turnovers there in the red zone. Couldn't even score. They put up 3 points. So, and you're playing. So these two teams, they have combined between both of them 11 touchdowns in 6 games. In the first 3 weeks of the season, combined 11. Minnesota, Dolphins, the Lions, all those teams have more than these two teams combined have. Obviously, we saw that Miami hang 70 last week to Denver.
Woo-woo.
But 11 touchdowns combined. This total 43.5, I think it's off.
DJ's out of the game.
Oh, my goodness. DJ's out of the game. Looks like there's an injury. The backup quarterback isn't bad, though. And as I say that, he makes a great throw, which looks like an offensive PI.
Offensive PI.
But by the way, we're watching Oregon State and Utah. We all have the under here. So anyways, back to this game. Under 43.5 is my blue chip, and I love this game. Under 43.5.
I do think that the Jags will be there in the end. I think they'll get there. There's weapons.
You drank the juice.
I do. I think they're gonna figure shit out. They look and
what history of what are you basing them being there at the end? Their last 2 games they played last year.
No. I'm basing it off. I like
Hope?
I like the coach. I like the offensive weapons. I like guys on defense. They haven't obviously something's out of sorts. They've looked horrible.
Could it be the quarterback?
Yeah, it very well could be the quarterback. And
I mean, you have 6 touchdowns in 3 games, and the teams you've played. You played the Colts and the Texans. They played the Chiefs. That's fine. You had really short fields against the Chiefs, and you managed 9 points.
Yeah.
So you had really short fields.
Yeah.
And that was the first game Chris Jones came into play, and he looked like he had never missed a beat thanks to you.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't even look that good last week.
Yeah. No, that's
So
true.
I think there's an offensive issue there. When you've scored 6 touchdowns in 3 weeks,
I like your pick.
and you have that
I like your pick. I'm just saying, don't write them off, is what I'm saying. I think they'll get their shit straightened out. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well, we'll see. Under 43.5. That's your first blue chip of the weekend. That game's at 6:30 in the morning, by the way. Yeah, Eddie Money will not be awake for that.
Hell
Are you kidding? You're not a real gambler.
He might be just going to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, make sure you're there early on Sunday.
Yeah.
This next game, though.
This next game.
Yes.
Disgusting.
This next game is disgusting.
Don't you dare touch
This
that.
is
I will not
this
do
is the Caleb Williams game.
Oh, I don't.
Caleb Williams Bowl.
So it's the Denver Broncos at the Chicago Bears, -3.5, over under 46.5. I'm not going to blue chip this game because I will not touch the Broncos, but I love the under.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Dude,
how do you not blue
46
chip
and a
the
half.
under?
Are you kidding? Let's fucking blue chip
Yes!
the under.
How do
Let's
you
blue chip the
not?
under. Look at Eddie Money. He's like, don't do
He's
this.
like, it broke my arm.
Yeah, fucking Eddie. Dude, these teams both of these offenses look bad.
Yes.
The Broncos look terrible against Miami. Miami, you can say, is a better defense. They played the Raiders.
Yes.
Looked like
horrible
shit.
defense.
And they put up a bunch of points against the Redskins, but it's the fucking Redskins.
Yeah.
And you were at home. Now you're going to Chicago. This is I think Denver wins this game still because Chicago is Justin Fields, man.
Let me ask you,
Like,
Rafa.
shut up.
Let
bro.
me ask you, like, how were we all convinced that Justin Fields was going to take another step, and then he's looked so bad? Like, people are ready to send him off to the,
XFL.
XFL. How has he looked this bad, Eddie Money?
Sharks.
Is there
He's blaming he said the other day, it might be the coaching. Like, number one, dude, you can't say that shit. Number two, he hasn't been able because they know he can't throw the ball. Hasn't been able to run the way he was kind of able. He played last year, he played against Dallas, he played really well. That was that game where, like, oh fuck, the kid can maybe play. But we now see that Dallas can stop the run last year, and they can't stop the run this year.
It's not arm strength,
It's
right?
It's his reads. Like
It's his
if
reads.
You watch like from his like upper point of view during plays, he looks at everybody, but like doesn't make the right.
Doesn't
one.
make a decision.
I think there was
the right decision.
There was a snapshot on X, Twitter, whatever, where someone ran a seam.
Yeah,
there was
I know
no
exactly
one
the play talking about.
like
against
20,
Tampa, right?
20 yards, and he missed it.
He does all the reads, but it's like he's just skimming through the reads and not actually reading them. If that makes sense, it's like he's trying to get himself to run. He's trying to like find an excuse to run.
Right.
Do you think he turns it around off at any point?
No,
he's not this bad. I feel like he's not this horrible.
The Bears will have to make a decision as they keep losing, and it looks like they're going to keep losing. If you get to 0-6, 0-7, it's like, when do you look at the coaching staff, or when do you look at him and say this is not it? And then who do they bring in, or do they just wait for the number one pick like they had last year and traded?
Well, let's look at the other side of this, CJ. Let's pretend that the Fields and the Bears get this right, and they beat the Broncos, and the Broncos are 0-4. What do they do now? If they lose to the Broncos, Mile High, oh my God.
If they lose to the Bears.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If Denver loses to the Bears, I mean, the whole city.
They should be in panic mode already.
Yeah.
The Miami game, fine, it was on the road. 70-20, yes, that's really bad. But the first two games, you were at home, and you had the Raiders. Obviously, we had the Raiders here, blue chip of the weekend, that weekend, because they've owned them. But the week two against Washington, and
21-3 at half.
21-3, or well, it was 21-3 leading into half, and I think it ended up being 21-11 before halftime.
Was it?
But still, you were up 21-3, and then Russell has that fumble that he had zero zero drive to jump on the ball. He could have easily recovered that fumble, and from there on, the game completely changed.
What was it at half, Eddie Money? Was it 21-11? I thought it was 21-3, but it doesn't matter.
It makes it even worse.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
If it was 21-3 at
doesn't
halftime.
matter.
But 21-3, 21-11, whatever it was, you were still up double digits at halftime.
I'm just trying to prepare everybody.
21-14.
21-14.
Oh, so it was
14-3 in the first quarter though.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was 21-3. So it was
At a
21-3.
certain
At a certain point,
yeah.
21-3. It doesn't matter. You were still up.
I'm just trying to prepare everyone. Let's say Chicago, beats the Broncos. My goodness.
What happens to Russell? What happens to Russell Wilson?
Who I told you was done.
Oh, man,
And
I
you-
didn't want to believe
and
it.
you
so
continue.
washed.
I didn't want to believe
back
it.
him.
Because how can you go from that? Dude, you went from Peyton Manning to Eli Manning.
Grass ain't always
And
green.
Eli Manning on the years where they didn't make the playoffs. He's worse than that.
If Pete Carroll had a mustache, he'd be doing this shit.
Yeah, Pete was right on that.
Yeah.
So Luke said for the Bears, no O-line, and they don't know how to use DJ Moore. Plus, Justin Fields, he holds the ball almost a full second longer than every other quarterback in the league.
Because he's scared to make a read. When he
wants to run,
sees
not
it,
throw.
yeah, I agree. I think he's scared to make a decision.
Which is so weird because his playmaking at Ohio State was so good.
It's
you know why?
college, CJ. It's
But
so
you know
fucking
why?
different.
You know
It's not
why
even
in college,
close.
in Ohio State, it's RPO. You have one. There's never three reads. It's 1 to 2 reads. You read, are we running it? And then you go here.
So why don't you change the offense to fit?
That's
agree.
the dumbest.
Justin Fields.
No, because it doesn't work like that in the NFL. If you do that every fucking week and it's just 1-2 reads, guess what happens? 1-2 reads turns into a fucking sack every play, turns into interception every other fucking drive because it's just 1-2 reads because you know he can't find the third guy. So once you have 2 weeks of footage on that, it's over. That never works. He was at Ohio State, arguably one of the 3 best schools in college for the last 15, 20 years, whatever. Every athlete he had on his offense was better than everyone on the other side of the ball 99% of the time.
Except for maybe Michigan.
Maybe when they played
And
Michigan.
in the playoffs.
And in the playoffs, of course, which they always, struggled for the most part, I think.
Yeah.
So, but everybody you had on your side of the ball was amazing at one point somewhere.
Best receiver core in,
Always.
the last
So
4
now
years.
you get to you're in the big leagues, and now it's a whole different world.
Think about this. When is the last time an Ohio State quarterback? Think about how many have come down the line. They've all been a bust.
Every single one of them.
Every single. I mean, even Kurt Herbstreit was a bust. I mean,
Troy Smith might have been the better one.
oh my God, that's just it's crazy. Look, Papa cracking himself up over here.
The Ohio State University. They should be our quarterback suck ass.
CJ Stroud's gonna turn around.
He's played well, but it's early.
It's
early, and we thought the same thing about Fields turning it around. And it looks like he's turning his ass around to a fucking Dairy Queen drive-through.
But CJ has always been a more of a pure passer. He was never a runner. He was never a runner out of Rancho Cucamonga.
By the way, Luke said regarding the Broncos can't move Wilson, or they're in cap hell with the dead money.
Oh, they're in cap hell anyways.
They're in hell anyways. You gave up all this shit for that piece of shit coach that we had.
Dude, they gave him a first and second round pick for Sean Payton.
It's unbelievable.
And he's been a bust.
Let's move off of the Bronco bash.
Hold on. One more Bronco
Luke
bash.
absolutely goes in on that. He said, take out the panic button. It's supposed to be a top 10 defense. Bums. Sean Payton's supposed to be an offensive guru. Bums. Owner's trade ship. Bums.
Wow.
He said Wilson doesn't even start until next season. Still on Seattle deal.
I have a theory about this. I think it's Michael.
Hold on. Who are you, by the way? I don't recognize you. Who's speaking? No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Hawks.
Are you done?
I'm done.
You're done. Yeah.
For now.
That's it. No more.
Okay.
Are you done?
We're done.
I think Luke and Michael Brown are beefing right now.
Oh, 100%. I just thought the same thing.
That's aimed at Michael Brown.
That's an aimed at Michael Brown.
Yeah.
For sure. So Michael Brown was on our show. Michael Brown's Eddie's son-in-law. And Michael Brown's a diehard Bronco fan, and he came on the show like 2 weeks ago after Pittsburgh got their nuts kicked in by the Niners. And he sat there and he said, oh, where's the Pittsburgh guy at? And blah, blah, blah. And now Luke is retaliating
hard
on the line.
It's a great call, Hawks.
He said bums root for bum franchise.
Listen,
Oh, man.
That's your son-in-law.
That's your son-in-law, Eddie.
to be fair, Michael Brown is a closet Raider fan.
Well, that's not very good either.
It's too bad options.
But
Fucking horrific options.
Luke, listen, Luke, I am not your father, but Michael Brown is not a myopic Denver fan. He always thinks they're trash. He
This year he did not.
This year he thought they might.
He's at 10-11 wins.
Oh, yeah. Easy. He was offended when we sat
Good
here
point.
and said
Good point.
maybe 9-8.
Yeah.
At best.
And by the way, Luke, pump the brakes. You guys, barely beat the Raiders, who are horrible.
I felt it was a little bit more dominant than
It
barely.
was 100%.
You don't feel it was dominant?
Well, I'm saying you guys beat. It was
On the road.
It was a home game for the freaking
It's still
Steelers.
a road game.
It's a home game. The Raiders are really, really bad. I'm just saying you're not as good as you think you are.
They're 2-1.
There's 2-1. He said a win's a win.
Touche.
All right, so let's move on. Let's get off of the Bronco. Let's get off of the Luke and Michael Brown beef.
Yeah.
So next game we have Ravens at the Browns. Blue chip right here. Everybody knows I'm a closet Ravens fan.
I was going to say closet Browns fan.
No, I like the Ravens in this game.
No, he picks the Ravens like every other week.
I like the Ravens. I like the Ravens this week. +3. Is that an accurate line, anybody? Are you sure?
Let's check.
Let's double check. We're gonna double check.
Is Deshaun?
Deshaun is questionable now. He was listed today as questionable.
Who's the projected backup?
It's got to be DTR, right?
I don't think it is. I don't think it
I don't
is.
think it's DTR.
I don't think it is DTR.
I'm praying
It better. It can't be Mund. It can't be Mund. Mund, whatever.
No, he looked bad.
It's moved to +2.
So Browns -2.
Yeah.
Browns -2. Ravens +2. That's our blue chip. Ravens +2 at the Browns.
Ring the bell.
Ravens +2 at the Browns. I think the Ravens are going to win this game outright. So I'd like just on Cleveland being on Deshaun being questionable. Yeah. Also the under in this game I like, but I'm gonna blue chip the Ravens +2.
By the way, there's no other quarterback on the depth chart besides DTR.
Oh, so that's it.
Let's see some DTR.
Oh, that'd be
baby.
fun to watch.
So let's backtrack on. I want to give props to Cleveland's defensive coordinator. I can't remember. He was a head coach with Detroit. Dude,
Jim Schwartz.
Jim Schwartz has proven everywhere he's gone as a D coordinator.
He knows defense. Can't coach for shit.
Yeah, he's not a head coach, but the dude can coach defense. The Browns' defense is legit, and Lamar is being reckless as hell with that football.
I think he's gonna figure it out this week. He's being too reckless though. He's having too many fumbles throughout the game, and he probably leads the league in fumbles. Probably not lost, but fumbles for sure. So by the way, Jim Schwartz reminds me a little bit of Greg Williams. You remember the old D coordinator?
Yeah,
really good defense coordinator,
Yeah.
but couldn't be a head coach.
Yes.
So shout out to
Greg Williams, the gate, what
the
murder gate? What was it?
Bounty Gate.
Bounty Gate. There
Bounty
you go.
Gate.
Yeah.
Put bounties out for heads.
Which everyone did. There's just a camera in that room.
in that room
Yeah.
for sure. So Ravens +2 is your blue chip.
By the way, Watson and Lamar both tied with 4 fumbles.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Man, I would love to see me some DTR, baby.
me too.
calling me?
Especially that I got the Ravens.
Luke said he loves you, by the way.
I love you too, Luke.
So, anyways, whatever that was, we're gonna go on from the. So I think he said he loved you because he won a bet from you.
That and it's probably taking shots at your son-in-law.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And he knows for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the
Spot
way,
on.
Sunday you're wearing that helmet.
Oh, man.
Eddie will be
On
in.
Sunday?
Eddie will be on Pittsburgh
You're gonna wear
Steelers.
that Sunday?
He's got to be
Yeah,
a Steeler
sure.
here. It's
That
or you
was
want to
the
do
bet.
it next week?
I think we should do it next week. Or whenever.
I'm okay with next week because he's supposed to sit through it through NFL segment,
Yes.
which would be a whole fucking hour, and we can run it to 2 if you
Yeah.
want.
Oh, okay.
But he has to sit here in Steeler gear.
run it to 2.
100%. I got
Actually-
you. I
actually,
always pay my bets,
That would be
Luke.
funny seeing like clips of him talking serious.
Yeah, with a helmet on. That'd be great.
You know how many comments in the DMs? What are you wearing with the Dolphins gear?
Every week you're confused on what your fan is, like what your team is. 'cause you're wearing
yeah,
something
which is,
different.
yeah. Maybe I should just take off my shirt.
Well, the guy, you posted a clip, and somebody said, you send it to us.
oh yeah,
That-
typical
the
Raiders.
Typical
and
Raider, typical Raider Dodger fan. The guy's in full-blown Dolphins gear.
Yeah,
Full blown.
he has to know us, right? You don't know that guy,
I don't know
Ortiz?
who the fuck. No.
I thought he like.
No.
How
They
do
were
you
just
get?
like, you can tell by the way they're talking.
Yeah.
And then some guy said, "So you're saying Mexican?"
Yeah. That was a great comment,
that
by the
was-
way.
that was.
A great comment. Great comment. Anyways, next game, Bengals at the Titans -2.5. Stay away from this game as far away as possible. Bengals, historically a terrible team with Joe Burrow the first 2 weeks of the season. After that, they somehow turn it around. They're -2.5 at Tennessee. I'm done with anything Titans.
Yeah,
After last year, I saw
Yeah.
Rob losing his mind.
I'm done
over
with
the Titans.
anything.
I was like, he's
You had
done
like
for
2 or 3 good weeks with them. and
I'm
you were
done
like,
with
what the fuck?
anything Titans.
how close is Will Levis? Like, I mean, are they?
He's not even close. It's not even a fucking.
But Tannehill's been so bad, and at this point, you know what Tannehill is, CJ. I mean, Tannehill is who we thought he was. Who CJ looks a lot like Green.
Dennis Green.
Dennis Green.
Dennis Green.
You look
Rest
like
in
a
peace.
young Dennis Green.
You do.
We are who they thought they
Yeah.
I
were.
have no idea who you're talking about.
Are you kidding me? You played. Oh my God! You don't know who Denny Green is?
I'm terrible. At
He
names.
coached at the. He coached Dante
I need
Culpepper,
to see
Randy
his
Moss,
face.
Chris
I
Carter.
need to see his face.
He coached
Arizona.
I
Arizona.
need to see his
That
face.
game
It up.
against the Bears.
Funny as
He gave it the
fuck.
best. I remember that game. Like,
Oh, dude, that was Monday night.
I think I had a ton of money on the Bears.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a Monday
And we
night game.
let him off the hook.
Yeah, we knew. Yeah, that was all time
Dude,
fucking coming.
I
I'm gonna send it
remember
to you.
Exactly where I was.
Yeah,
for that
little
game.
Denny over here. Anyway, so next game after that is
I have the clip. If you know.
Yeah, come on. We are. They were who they thought they were.
Bears, would shut them down that way.
No, we just the Bears are what we thought they were. They're what we thought they were. We played them in preseason. Who the hell takes a third game in the preseason like it's bull? We played them in the third game. Everybody played 3 quarters. The Bears are who we thought they were.
you want to crown their ass.
That's why we took the damn field.
Watch.
Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were.
That
And we
was-
let them off the hook.
Damn right. That was
Let them off the
Arizona.
hook.
I've never heard of that.
It was Bears at
Oh,
Arizona on a
man.
Monday Night Football. That Bears team, the offense was horrible,
Yeah.
but the defense was amazing.
Yeah.
That Tillman, Urlacher fucking defense, they literally rip the ball from you. You remember that? It
Yeah.
was just, they'd hold you up to take the ball from you.
Yep.
That's what they did.
Tillman.
Peanut Tillman.
Peanut Tillman. And not only that,
That was Devin Hester's team.
Randy
when he
Moss
was on that team.
Randy Moss fell down the board, and Denny Green took him because he knew the kid and wanted to do him a favor. That turned out pretty well.
At Minnesota.
Yeah.
DJ's back in the game, and he should have thrown a pick there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the next game, this is a huge game. Best game of the weekend. I loved it. I can't wait to watch this game. Dolphins at the Bills. Vegas obviously thinks both teams are evenly matched. I do as well. Bills -3, over 53.5. Dude, how many points are they going to score? This is what scares me about betting a game like this, where everybody thinks the game's going to be like 35, 38. And it's like the game's going to be fucking like 24-21.
When is Von Miller going to be ready to come back? Does anyone know? Here's Ed Oliver, defensive tackle for the Bills out of the University of Houston. He has been a menace. They're so good on that D-line, and they don't have Von Miller yet. That defense, I think, is way underrated. The safety is a Hoyer.
Hoyer.
My God, he's a stud.
And Micah Hyde.
Oh my God, Micah Hyde, Ohio State. That Buffalo defense, it's going to be scary when they get Von Miller back.
What's your thoughts on this?
Strength against strength. Man, I'm leaning towards Buffalo's defense. Making stops. I really am. I know that's not going to be the popular opinion, but I've been so impressed with Ed Oliver. When you get a defensive tackle to disrupt, if that's where you're having issues, it ruins everything. That's why Aaron Donald is so valuable. That's why defensive tackles that create issues are even almost better than defensive ends, because defensive ends take at least 2 seconds. But when you're getting pressure and he's stopping the run, he's creating havoc. Ed Oliver right now, to me, is a defensive MVP of the year candidate right now. He's dominating in the inside. And but at the same time, McDaniels, he's so creative. Have you ever seen a more creative offense? The Dolphins look amazing.
Oh yeah, the weapons are perfect for Tua.
There's someone in the stadium dressed up as McDaniels, and he
You
was
see
like
that,
walking.
dude?
Yeah, so
Yes.
someone took a picture and like, damn, McDaniels in the
I
crowd.
thought-
Like, what play you want, we'll run it.
I thought that was a Photoshop. He looks so much like McDaniels. I thought it was a Photoshop. But listen, I'm a huge fan of McDaniels. I'm a believer. Why can't the Raiders hire someone like this? I
They
don't
hired
know.
the wrong McDaniel.
Oh, here we go. It always a Raider bullshit.
Week 5 is the earliest Von Miller can return.
Okay.
So we're gonna stay away from this game. I'm not gonna give you. We're not gonna pick I like the Bills. I like the over, but it's one of those where the over. Everyone's expecting the number.
I can't believe they
get
haven't flexed this game to a Sunday night.
It's too early in the season. They don't flex this
don't-
early.
yeah.
I think it's like week 9 or 10 or whatever.
Can we take a little break?
Let's do it.
Let's take a little break.
So we'll be back with 3-minute break.
Yes.
3-minute break. We'll be back in.
Don't leave. We have more blue chips for you guys, and
We got plenty of blue chips.
yes. look at that. Look who just made it back in
That's
time.
shocking.
Wow.
Shocking that you're here.
Get Rafa. No, I've been here. That's not my
Maybe
first.
like the second.
Oh, wow. Listen,
Take off,
everybody.
take off,
Thank
take
you.
off.
Thank you for joining
Way too
us.
long. You're a piece
We had a small chronic break. No. We don't condone drugs. We don't condone drugs. But let's get back into our NFL picks. We are halfway through the NFL schedule.
We're like a quarter of the way.
And if you guys don't know, we will be in Pacoima this Sunday. We will be podcasting live at customcars.com. Free tacos from 11 to 3. Please come join us. Please come say hi. We'll put you on camera. We're going to have a great time. Rafa will be there cutting deals left and right. And
But just come. You don't have to buy a car. You don't even have to talk to a salesman. Just come and eat, hang out, have a good time.
say hello.
Just
Talk
get
some
there,
shit.
get there before I get hungry. That's all I'm saying.
The tacos by Pelon Tacos.
Pelon Tacos.
Yes, Pelon Tacos. Thank you, Papa.
We had a ton of people last weekend, by the way.
Dude, those freaking tacos last week, the Al Pastor from Pelon Tacos, highly recommend it. And if you're not going to find out unless you come on Sunday and try some of these tacos and watch NFL with us.
For sure. So we left off Redskins at the Eagles. Eagles minus 8.5. Totals 43.5. This division game,
Come
and
on,
these
man.
these games are always tight.
Give it to me.
I'm not giving you a
Give
pick here.
it to me. Give me somehow. Sam Howell's going to cover.
No way. No way. No way, Jose. I think it's going to be, these games are always tight. If you've looked at, even last year, the games were a little tight. I just think the Redskins looked so bad last week. Dude, they have, to me, they look good. They look bad week one. They barely beat Arizona. They look good against Denver, but fuck, everyone has at this point.
So can I say something about this game or mainly about Philadelphia? Philadelphia's offense, I think last year was the number one offense in the league. Was it not?
Pretty
It was
close.
One or two.
Very
One or
close.
two.
Who did they lose?
Well, they lost,
The offensive coordinator.
right,
That went,
to the Colts.
yes. I think that this loss of the offensive coordinator has really hurt them. They don't look the same as they did last year. They have more weapons than they did last year, I believe. And the offense is not clicking. And I think that directly reflects this coordinator leaving. I'm not saying they're not going to figure it out, but I think it's an issue with the Eagles.
They're, what, 3-0?
Yeah.
So, I mean, they are 3-0.
100%. And I think Eli Manning came out and said, listen, they don't look good, but that is a clear sign of a great team. When you don't look good and you keep
you're
winning,
3-0, yeah.
and you keep winning games, they're going to figure it out.
Their run game is also way better than it was last year.
So yeah,
Well, I thought, whatchamacallit, they didn't have a Gainwell was not a real running back. And
Sanders.
They had Miles Sanders.
and Miles Sanders, although he's
Well,
got
Swift looked great on Monday night.
Yeah.
yeah.
So no, they're 3-0, but they have played. You know, the teams they played. I don't think they played Tampa, New England, and Minnesota. So they haven't played three great teams. They did play two road games, obviously, and Tampa Bay. I think they handled Tampa pretty well, and they did beat New England, and they covered. And
I'm kind of scared for Sam Howell with that defensive line.
100%, you should be very scared of Sam.
Yeah.
What a catch!
Wow. Is that Brandon
catch.
Cooks?
What a catch and
Wow.
throw! DJ on 3rd and long hits it for 30.
It's DJ against the world, Rafa.
So we're going to stay away from the Eagles-Redskins game. Next game, we have Tampa Bay at the New Orleans Saints. That's a blue chip right there for you. So the Saints,
Carr is questionable.
Carr's questionable. The under is 9-1 in the last 10 games.
Wow.
Last 10 Saints games.
Wow.
9-1. In this series, these two teams in their last 3 games, they've combined for 72 points in their last 3 games head to head. That's 24 points a game.
Yeah.
And that's not those 3 games. Tampa had Tom Brady
That's what I was gonna say. Brady had a hard time with the Saints.
against his defense.
Hard time with the Saints.
I like the under, and it sits right now at 39.5, and you might see it even at 39 or
Ring
even
that bell
38 and a
again.
half.
Ring that bell again.
Under 39 and a half. Saints at Tampa Bay. Terrible play by Oregon State there.
Yeah.
But Saints and Tampa Bay under 39 and a half. That's our pick right there.
You're making it so hard for Eddie Money to
edit
these
this.
things.
Sorry, Eddie Money.
Terrible play with Oregon State. It's like, what? Are we college football?
Under Saints 39 and a half. That's a blue chip right there. Next game, Minnesota at Carolina.
Minnesota.
Do you have a line change on this? Minnesota was minus 4.5 at Carolina. 46.5 was the total. I want to say that the total was going to change since Bryce Young has been named the starter. Bryce is now able to play, so he's going to play there.
Still 4.5, and total still 46.5.
Wow. I don't like this game at all. Like, I want no part.
Yeah, this is
no part of this game. So the next game, we're also going to blue chip. The Rams at the Colts. The line is now picked. The line was at +1 for the Rams. I like the Rams in this game to win this game outright. The Rams are one of the teams that we thought weren't going to be very good. They've played well in every game. They've been in every game.
Matt Stafford is still the man.
He's still really good.
Oh, he's still really good.
Still the man.
And Sean McVay, credit to him. He was
almost going to retire
Yeah, he's gonna
because everyone wrote this team off. They're like, you're going to suck. How are you going to get through this? And, you know what? Shout out to McVay. Dude, come to the Raiders. I'm going to beg like half
half of anybody.
So we talk about a good coach. He's like,
Come to the Raiders.
Please come
So
to the
Rams,
Jason Negro, come to the Raiders.
Rams pick them at the Colts. I want to see what that Rams defense, what Aaron
Minshew?
Donald's going to do to. No, Richardson's starting.
AR-15.
he just got cleared today.
He got cleared today, and he's going to have the wrath of Aaron Donald coming at him on Sunday.
Scary, man.
Rams pick them. That's your blue chip right there. Then we have the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Texans. We're going to blue chip.
Oh, boy, Luke. Where you at, Luke?
We're going to blue chip the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I will be starting them in my fantasy this week. I have the Saints defense. I'm going to start Pittsburgh this week. Rookie quarterback. I think the boys are going to tee off on them. I think that line, I think, oh, man. TJ in JJ's house, he might put up 2, maybe 3 sacks in that game on Sunday. I like Pittsburgh to win this game. I think they win this game by double digits.
Oh, man.
I think Houston's going to be high on that divisional win last week against Jacksonville. Young team and blah, blah. And then you get Pittsburgh coming in and great head coach.
Great head coach.
Rookie coach, rookie QB. That
is
defensive
gelling,
front.
Man.
Oh, I think they're going to come and put a whooping on the Texans, I think.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh -3, that's what I think right there. Then we have, I'll skip this game. We'll do this game last. Cardinals at the Niners. Like I said, the Cardinals have played really, really well. And by the way, I'm tuning in. Huge drop for Oregon State on third and 10, wide open. Look at DJ. He's like, what the fuck?
Wow.
So, anyways, Cardinals at the Niners -14. Do the Cardinals still play well against this defense?
Typically, is it a good game?
It's not.
No, it's been blowouts.
Typically not.
He beat the shit out of him.
Really?
So what do you think? You're the in-house Niner Niner fan. Niner gang bang.
Niner gang bang.
I think we beat the shit out of them again. It's a game we always win by a lot.
Okay, so Niners -14. CJ thinks they're gonna. Are they gonna?
Last 10, it's 5-5. So let's not get crazy.
Whoa!
Yes,
Can you give me the last 3?
I knew it.
TJ just punted, by the way. What a man of all attributes.
So last 2 games, 38-13, 38-10 to Niners. The year before that, 31-17 Cardinals, 17-10 Cardinals.
So, but last year,
year.
without Kyler Murray,
Yes.
they rocked them. So Kyler Murray will not be playing. Let's fucking blue chip
Thank
the
you, Rafa.
Niners.
Thank you.
Let's blue chip the Niners. Niners -14. CJ thinks they're going to beat them by 30. I think they're going to beat them by 29.
Can I say this? Can I say that Purdy did not look very good? I mean,
No, you cannot say that
he's
shit.
not
Never.
accurate.
Stop it, Eddie. He's
Eddie.
lost.
Stop.
You know how many regular season games he's lost? Fucking 0.
Kittle had to play safety. I mean,
one
Eddie.
throw.
no,
Eddie.
but there's more
That
than,
was one
there's
throw.
more.
Eddie.
No.
Eddie, Sam Darnold's not going in.
No, he's not playing.
He wants him
Dude,
to
I'm going to
so
tell you
badly.
something.
I'm
This
just
is the
saying.
Purdy hate. Wally, friend of mine, says, dude, like first week after preseason, he's like, oh, dude, my buddy just got a 1-of-1 Trey Lance. That was a waste of money.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bro, Trey's going to be the starter. People love him up there and blah, blah,
Fuck
blah.
no.
That practice against the fucking Raiders, he was horrible.
Garbage.
Dude, people don't believe in Brock Purdy. The guy has not lost a regular season game.
What else? Like,
What
But
else does
he's
he have to
not
do?
the reason.
Eddie,
he's not the reason.
Fine.
Not-
He's
sure.
not the reason, but he's not losing
he's not
you
losing.
the fucking game.
He's not. He's being
That's
efficient.
the
He's doing what he's
difference.
supposed to do. He's game managing.
Thank God.
If he's not
George
the reason-
Kittle has defensive skills.
Dude, Eddie, if he
That was
wasn't
one
the
play.
reason, guess who the quarterback would be? Trey Lance.
Trey Lance.
But he's not.
or fucking Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, or Jimmy G. But he's not the reason. He's not the reason. Fine. The man is is not lost a game.
his record's unbelievable. I'm
He
just
hasn't
saying,
lost a game.
I've watched him
He
play.
hasn't really played bad.
Does he impress you?
He doesn't need to.
No.
He has a
doesn't need to.
107 passer rating in his whole career.
Jesus Christ.
That's
Wow.
pretty
Because he
damn
throws freaking swing
Eddie, that
passes
doesn't
to
matter.
CMC.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
And it doesn't matter. Jailbreak screens to Debo. I mean,
Eddie,
It
that
doesn't
does not matter,
It
man.
doesn't matter.
that team is
Jimmy
so
D did the
stacked.
same shit, and they still won.
I know. And Raiders suck.
Dude, they have a great coach. They have a great defense. They have amazing weapons around them. Perfect. He's the last pick of the NFL draft.
I hope
and
he
he's-
holds out and asks for
Mr.
money
Irrelevant.
next year.
And
Because he doesn't
he's-
deserve it.
Well, he's getting money from all sorts of places. And he does. Guess what? If he goes 15-2 with this team that he has, and he makes the Super Bowl with this team that he has, he's probably going to win the fucking thing. The way they're playing.
Where do you rank Purdy as a quarterback? 1 out of 32.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I'm just saying, I'm not impressed with this play.
It doesn't matter.
Eddie,
You're right. I guess it doesn't matter.
You don't have to be impressed by what he does. The man doesn't lose, and he doesn't put you in a situation to lose. The game against the Rams, they were down, and he led them back in the second half. It's not like he didn't make plays.
No, he
has
makes
to make
plays.
plays.
He
He's
has
still
to-
the quarterback.
Yes, he still has to manage.
He's not Patrick Mahomes.
No.
He's not Joe
this guy,
Montana.
but
He's
guess,
not Steve
guess
Young.
what?
No.
of course he's not.
not, no.
You're naming legends.
Yeah, you're naming
and
them.
fucking Hall of Famers. But
real.
guess what? If you put him in a bowl right now, and you put him and Trevor Lawrence and I'm taking him
I'm
over
taking
Trevor.
BP.
Oh, please.
Oh, I'm
taking
sorry.
BP every single
I'm
day.
sorry.
You put Trevor Lawrence on this team, and he's
Stop it. What more are they gonna? What is he undefeated?
Yeah, what is he
he
gonna-
undefeated?
is he
That was a bad example.
That was
to
a
be
terrible
fair. But I am
example.
taking Trevor Lawrence over Brock Purdy.
Well, you could take him. You
but-
could take his ass to 1-2 right now.
Yes.
You
But
could
put-
take his ass to 1-2.
Yeah, putting him in the 49ers offense doesn't do anything different. Let's be honest.
with putting Trevor Lawrence.
It doesn't
in
matter.
there.
They literally can't get better.
We can't get back.
I mean, I guess it can't get better.
No, it can't. The team is built, and the man doesn't make mistakes.
No.
He doesn't make mistakes. Bottom line, if you look at the stats, who leads the league in turnovers at quarterback? He's probably not even.
It's Jimmy Garoppolo, by the way.
Probably.
It probably is.
No, it is.
Okay, so
He
there
has
you
6
go.
interceptions.
He's not a sloppy quarterback. He makes great decisions. He's not a bad quarterback. Look, when the season started and you saw the best quarterbacks in the NFC, he was like 4th on the list. Okay, right now you can't tell me that he's not the best quarterback in the NFC.
Put Purdy in Dallas, and they're horrible.
He's not
He's
throwing
not in Dallas.
He's
though.
not in Dallas,
He's
Eddie.
not
You
in
can't
Dallas.
do that. We can't
Yeah.
always do that shit. Oh, put this guy here. Unfortunately, we can't always do that.
Try to prove my point here, Rafa, that he's
It's
not
a-
that good.
It's pure hate.
Yeah.
The man has
I don't hate him.
No,
don't
I
hate
know,
him
but
at all.
yeah,
I
'cause
just don't think he's that good.
understandable,
Yeah,
but he's
that's fine.
undefeated.
Yeah.
So he's going to be the guy that if he wins the Super Bowl, you're going to say that he won it because,
I don't think they won a Super Bowl this year.
oh, they're by far the best team in the league.
We're the best team in the league. Right now.
It's
We're like
Miami's second.
yeah, Miami's yeah.
But it's not as close as people think that are. This team is overall the best team.
Overall,
They're the
roster-wise,
best, 100% roster-wise. They're proving it on the field every week so far.
Music to my
They've
ears.
played dog shit.
Eddie,
teams.
they went to Pittsburgh, who's 2-1. By the way, Pittsburgh's 2-1.
Eddie,
They
I-
went and dominated
I
that
was going to
game.
use that argument the other day on a 49er fan and say they play the Steelers, but we play the Steelers and lost, so we can't say
But the
shit.
Raiders are horrible.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
fine, but that's fine. They're horrible. We know. We know they're horrible.
Yeah.
Yes. He still went on the road and won the game. Yeah. They played the Rams on the road. He came back and won the game. It wasn't a late comeback. They dominated the second half as he did. They won last week. Who'd they play last week? Oh, they annihilated the Giants on Thursday night.
Yeah.
Now you have
horrible.
Now
team.
you have 10 days to prepare. Another terrible team. Now you have 10 days to prepare for the Cardinals.
I'll give you that. We have not played somebody.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone thought Dallas was the top 3 team. They looked horrible.
But at the end of the day, they're still playing National Football League teams.
True.
That's the thing. And dominating them.
Without Saquon, by the way. They didn't play Giants without Saquon.
Eddie, but we're not. That's not what we're saying.
Yeah.
We're saying they're dominating teams. Like, who's Miami played? They beat New England, and that game wasn't as that game
Not
was
impressive.
Not an impressive game. They beat Denver, who everybody's beat Denver.
Yeah.
And who was the other game they played? Oh, and they beat the Chargers in a great game.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, on a great game.
Yeah.
So the Dolphins they play the Bills. The Dolphins, if they can win this game, you can say, okay, the Dolphins might be the best team in the league. I still think it's the Niners. If we're looking at total, like if you had to pick 2 teams to make the Super Bowl right now, and you had to pick from the NFC, it's hands down the Niners.
It's hands down.
Hands down. In the AFC, it's not hands down. It's the Chiefs. It can be Buffalo. It definitely could be Miami.
Yeah.
So in the AFC, it's a tougher road. In the NFC, it's fucking hands down. You can hand the Niners the title in the NFC.
I think Philly will be there in the end.
I think Philly will be there. I just don't think it's going to be the same.
And let's yeah.
Well, I
if
mean,
Purdy doesn't get hurt,
Purdy doesn't get hurt, I think we win the game.
Oh, I agree.
think
They just needed somebody to be able to throw the ball.
needed a quarterback.
They dominated that game, Eddie.
They had no quarterback.
They had no
Yeah, they
quarterback.
had no quarterback.
The defense dominated that game.
Yeah.
The Niners defense were way
They
in that game.
managed it. The defense managed it perfectly for Brock Purdy to go and win that game.
We'll see.
So Eddie doesn't like Purdy. We like the Niners. Minus 14.
Bang bang.
Eddie, we're gonna blue chip the Niners.
Bang bang.
Let's go. Patriots at the Cowboys. This line opened at 7. It's now at 6.5. I want to see the Cowboys. I like the Cowboys. Not that I like the Cowboys. I like Micah Parsons. I like Micah Parsons. I want to see them lose this game.
I want to see Cowboys lose
I
every
wanna
game.
see
I want to see Cowboys win
Yeah.
the game. But
I want to see them lose this game. I want to see
How
you
do
make
the
a decision-
Patriots score points in this game, Rafa? How
the
do they
Patriots
do it?
haven't struggled to score, man.
They haven't played a defense like this, though.
Well,
Oh.
no, let's not wait.
I was saying.
They played the Jets last week on the road. They won that game. They only scored 15. They won that game. They played Dallas, who cannot stop the run. Last year, they couldn't stop the run. They couldn't stop Arizona from running the ball.
True.
They could not stop Arizona.
I saw it with my own two eyes. You're right.
think when Bill
was shocking.
Belichick knows you cannot stop. They couldn't stop the run last year.
Yeah.
So Green Bay exposed that late in the season, and they were done after that. They couldn't. I think New England, if they're able to run the ball on Dallas, they will be way in this game.
What if Zeke goes off for 100?
Oh, Zeke scoring a touchdown on Sunday.
Oh,
Book
take
that shit.
Eddie, where's your prop?
Where your
bets?
props been?
Dude, what,
You fucking shied away?
I gotta wait a little bit.
yeah, that's what he said.
Put
Not
yourself out there.
Not enough information, he said.
Puto.
Yeah.
Although I will say, in terms of information for this game, though, so the Patriots signed Will Greer, who was the Cowboys quarterback.
See, smart as fuck.
And-
Bill Belichick, so good.
Then they also
from the
have
University
Zeke.
of
Eddie?
No, Will Greer of West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Edward.
Oh, man.
You should be ashamed you took that long.
I know. I wanted to say Virginia Tech wanted to come out. I knew that wasn't right. West Virginia.
So I don't know if it was either Bill or some like coaching from the Cowboys or the Cowboys. They were like they're afraid that the Patriots will know all their signals and codes.
Oh, my God.
They should be.
If you're going into the week scared of that shit already, what happens on Sunday
They should
with
be.
baby Sean Payton, Mike McCarthy, the whole fucking nine over
Plus
there?
6.5.
It was 7, 6.5. Might be 6 on Sunday. We'll see. We'll stay away from that game. Chiefs at Jets, Sunday Night Football. Chiefs -9. Over under 41.5. Dude, the stars are going to be at this game in New York.
She said Swift. She said she might or might not be there.
I try to not mention her. And
Dude,
this man,
you basically implied it.
I said the fucking stars because I'm
There's
not
only
gonna,
one star.
That's not true. What do you sound like? Have you seen the
What
meme?
other stars?
It's New York. It's Patrick Mahomes in New York City on Sunday night.
Yeah.
They're canceling all the Broadway shows to go see Patrick Mahomes. Are you
Well,
kidding?
I think they're putting a curse. There's a black cloud following the Kansas City Chiefs from here on out, inviting this horrible bullshit. I think it's a distraction. I think it's horrible,
I think it's so stupid.
I think it's a fake relationship.
I think it's dumb.
I think it's scripted like
bad for
Bad
the
Bunny and Kendall Jenner.
I think it's bad for the
It's
sport.
100% scripted and not real.
How's it bad for the sport though?
Because it's just like fake.
Have you seen the
celebrity
dumbass
shit
memes?
that-
It's not bad for
Have
the
you
sport.
seen-
That's what I'm saying.
I
They're
think
getting
it's bad
more
for the-
eyes. They're getting
Yeah,
more
so
eyes.
listen,
It's not
but
bad
it's
for the
There's
sport.
these videos that my wife sends me that are fucking hilarious, where it's these women, these wives, and they say, "Oh my God, did you know that?"
She gonna say.
Have you seen them?
Yeah.
Dude, there. Where it's like, "Oh, did you know that Taylor Swift is dating that football player? She's really gonna put him on the map."
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Thank
Travis.
you. That's type of
Because he's
shit.
a. Have you seen those? Have you seen those?
Dude, if I'm Mahomes,
They're fucking hilarious.
I'm pissed.
Why?
No, someone said Brittany Mahomes is probably livid right now.
Taking away all the spotlight
From what?
from
The team.
the team,
The-
Patrick, everything.
Patrick Mahomes doesn't care.
You know, I don't think he cares, but
Got
I
a
just
mosquito.
think I think
I've been hearing it pop all night.
I think this is horrible for the Chiefs. I wouldn't want it in my locker room.
You don't want the distraction, obviously, right?
I agree
so,
with that.
So, do you have a take on this game then on Sunday night?
I think the Chiefs are going to struggle.
I agree with you.
All right. This is an Eddie Blue Chip Sunday night.
Bang!
Eddie Blue Chip
Asterisk that shit.
Jets +9.
Yep.
I'm riding with Eddie. Fuck
Yes.
So am I.
it. Jets +9. We're
Yes.
gonna blue chip that. It's a group blue chip. All right. And Eddie Money's like, fuck you. I'm not in on that.
And Patrick's not 100% healthy
I
either.
agree. Not 100% healthy. Jets welcoming
Yes.
the Chiefs
John been real silent
+9.
lately too.
What's that?
John been real. Big John been real silent. He been real quiet lately.
Oh, yeah.
He been real quiet.
All right. Well, Big John, we're gonna go against you this week, Big John. Official BTA, by the way. Check them out. Very cool gear.
Yes.
We're gonna ride with the Jets this weekend +9. This is our group blue chip pick. First one ever. Eddie he hates the Chiefs, by the way, for life.
I think it's like Drake putting $1 million on your team. I think it's a bad omen. I do. I think it's a bad omen. This is something Bill Belichick would never allow this shit.
No, 100%.
Ever allow this shit. I think it's
But
horrible.
she's not in the locker room either. You can't tell a player you can't date so and so.
Dude, you don't want to know my conspiracy theory on
Okay,
this.
Oh, gosh.
no.
are.
You can't. No.
No. I'm just.
I will hear. I want to hear it after the show. After the show, 100%.
If you want to do conspiracy theories, you can come on to.
We'll do on Cut the Noise.
Cut
'cause
the
this
Noise.
is a Cut the Noise
All right.
conspiracy theory.
Okay, so we're gonna cut the noise. By the way, check out that podcast.
Yes.
It's a political and conspiracy theory now segment
Yes.
by Eddie this Sunday. They're gonna film it this Sunday. We'll let you know when
we'll
it
have
airs.
a direct TV dish on the top of my head.
So Jets +9. We're blue chipping that. Monday Night Football. Seahawks at the Giants. We're gonna blue chip this game. Seahawks -1.5. The total's 47.5. Total opened at 46. Now it's 47.5. I'm riding with all the guys on that over 47.5. These teams cannot play defense. If you've seen Seattle's first 3 games, I think all 3 games went over.
Shockingly.
Yeah, last week they scored combined 64. The game against the Lions was a ridiculous number. Week 1, the Rams went in there and slapped them in the mouth. Seahawks, Giants, Monday Night Football, over 47.5.
And Saquon's questionable. He might play. He's probably going to play. Yes, Eddie?
So
I don't think so.
they
No?
haven't said. So, and then the last game, the Raiders here playing the San Diego Superchargers. So this line opened at 6. It's now at 5.5. Chargers -5.5. Totals 48.5. From the in-house Raider fans, what's your take on this game?
Well, I'll give you the scientific breakdown. The Chargers have allowed the most big plays in the NFL, something like 13 or 17 big plays. On the opposite end, the Raiders have the least amount of big plays which
On
is,
offense.
On offense, which is 6. So this is weakness against strength. Obviously,
It's actually weakness on weakness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because the Chargers can't stop big plays, but the Raiders
but
can't
the Raiders
convert
don't
them.
have big plays.
To be fair, I feel like the Chargers played the best offense in the league against
Yeah.
the Dolphins, and they also played a very high-powered offense in the Vikings.
Eckler is not playing.
Eckler is not playing. So.
That doesn't worry me at all with the Chargers.
And Williams.
Mike Williams out for the season.
He's out for the season. So we're gonna have to see the rookie step up.
Take your overs on Josh Palmer, not Quentin Johnson.
Yeah, Keenan was a monster.
He's a monster.
He's looking good.
He always plays a lot better when Eckler is not playing. He gets those
So what's your
targets.
take on this game?
I would go over.
What do you over 48.5? By the way,
Oh, I think it's gonna blow it out of the water. McDaniels has to score 32 points.
what do you think, Eddie Money?
I think the Chargers cover.
The Chargers cover. Wow. CJ,
I'm sorry, I spaced out.
of course you
Oh,
did.
my
You're a
God.
fucking Niner fan.
He only pays attention to the
He only
numbers.
pays attention to the Niner segment. Anyways, so Chargers at home -5.5. Divisional game.
Charger coach, dodged the firing on the tarmac last week.
I agree.
One
I
of the
agree.
worst decisions. We thought he learned from his horrible, but he obviously hasn't. That was one of the worst decisions I've ever seen in the NFL.
Well, we're talking about bad decisions. We're talking about kicking a field goal down 8.
Well, yeah,
That
that was just,
that didn't make any sense. I understand what McDaniel said after the game. Well, we still need a 2-point conversion, and we need to come down and from here, if we stop them, we need a touchdown to win, right? That's what McDaniel said afterwards. But dude, you are already fucking down here.
Yeah.
You're down here already.
Yeah.
You still need to kick them the ball, and then your defense, that's not very good, needs to make a stop. Yes, you had made 2 stops before. The 2 drives before, you were able to get 3 and outs out of them. But realistically, you cannot leave a game in the hands of your defense when you have an offense where you have 3 or 4 marquee guys.
Yeah.
You have Jacobs, you have Myers that you went out and got. You have the best receiver in football, or one of the 3 best receivers in football, and you went out and got a quarterback for this very fucking moment, and you're going to rely on Max Crosby, who's one guy, and the rest of your garbage-ass defense. Josh McDaniels, you deserve to be fired.
I'm gonna agree with it. I've tried to hold out this whole time. I've said have patience, but it's just really bad, and he's lost the team.
So with that, we are going to blue chip the San Diego Superchargers -5.5. I never like a game where the number's 5. I think they win by double digits.
Wow. I think it's gonna
Also,
be
the
ugly.
over, Eddie, I like where you're at with the over. I think the over is also going to make a play there at the end.
McDaniels is like, I'm a genius. It's not my
This
fault.
offense
It's the
is too
defense's
good.
fault.
This offense has played good pretty much all year long.
Yeah.
For the most part. So who'd they lose to in week 2? Oh, the Titans, where they still scored 24 points.
Yeah.
This is the worst defense that you're probably going to play to this point. Minnesota's defense is bad, but you were on the road. Now you're playing a defense just as bad, and you're at home. So
Jake Herbert has to be like licking his chops right now. Are you freaking kidding me? with this
Herbert
shit?
for sure is licking his chops.
Oh my gosh.
Rick said the Cholos are going to win. The fights that is, LOL.
We're finally going to have a home game. It might be 70-30 Raider
Might be
game.
70-30,
This might be
but
our
we'll see.
only home game.
Rick, by the way, make sure you come out to Pacoima on Sunday, man. Hang out with us.
Man.
Have some tacos, talk some shit.
Yep.
So that covers the NFL. You want to do a 2 Nobodies parlay?
Damn right we do.
All right.
Last week, we
you're
were 1
right.
point off, so let's get
Half
this.
a point
bad.
off last week. I'll pick last. I want to see what you guys want to do. Go ahead, CJ.
I got the Dolphins Bills under.
Wow. Under. Dolphins, Bills, under 53.5. That's one. What do you got, Eddie Money?
I like the Ravens plus 1.5.
Ravens
now
plus-
it's +2, but
Ravens +2. Edward?
I'm going to take the Bills with the spread.
-3.
Yes.
So you have 2 bets on that game.
Yeah.
I am going to go with the I'm going to take the under on the Jaguars Falcons.
Oh, yeah.
So under on the Jaguars Falcons, under on the Bills Dolphins, Bills -3, and the Ravens +2. 100 wins 1,000. So a +1,000 parlay.
plus 1,200.
+1,200?
Yeah.
Who's even money? There's an even number there. So it's a +1,200 parlay, I guess. It depends if you have a 110 line or an even line. So Bills -3, under 53.5 in the Bills game, under 43.5 in the Jags game, +2 on the Ravens. That's your 2 Nobodies NFL parlay.
What's up, man?
Now let's get into.
Let me get a quick. I'll do a quick rundown of this. Wow, two selections on the Dolphins
Brought
game.
lighter head.
I think it's the best game.
It's definitely the best game. All right, so NFL blue chip rundown. We got the Jags and Falcons under 43.5. The Broncos and Bears under 46.5. The Ravens +2. The Bucks and Saints under 39.5. Rams money line. Steelers -3. 49ers -14. The Seahawks and Giants over 47.5. And the Chargers -5.5.
Me likey.
Those are your NFL blue chips. So last week, guys, our blue chips were 9-1. So we lost a little bit of juice there. We should have had the Notre Dame game.
Yeah.
And been a winner last week.
Marcus Freeman.
This week, we'll start off at number 1. Georgia at Auburn, -14.5. I saw it at 14. I have it at 14, but the line is now 14.5. I like Georgia, blue chip Georgia on the road.
Really?
100%.
I like it too.
I'm gonna give you a stat. Georgia 9-1 against the spread the last 10 games against Auburn. You know the last team to cover and beat Georgia at Auburn. You know who the quarterback was? Jared Stidham.
Ooh.
Jared Stidham in the GOAT. Jared Stidham beat them in 2017. Georgia 9-1 in their last 10 against the spread and straight up. -14 on the road at Auburn. I think this will be Georgia's best showing, I believe, this year. Today.
Wow.
I think this will be their best game for sure. Then you have, so that's a blue chip. Georgia -14. Next game, number 2, Michigan at Nebraska. Screw Michigan. I will never play them again unless they play somebody else. So anyways, Michigan
Which will be next week.
Maybe next week. Michigan on the road, -17.5 at Nebraska. The under's 39.5. I'd lean the under there. But with Sims playing quarterback, if he gives the ball to Michigan's offense in really short field, it'll take them 32 minutes to score a touchdown. But
Yeah.
the Michigan moves too slow on offense for any points. Then you have number 24 Kansas State at number 3 Texas. 16.5 is the line.
Is it Kansas State or Kansas?
It's at number 24 Kansas. Sorry.
Yeah.
At number 24 Kansas. So number 24 Kansas at Texas -16.5. Total 61.5. Stay away from this game.
Sleeper. This
This
is
is
a
a weird little
danger
sleeper
I
game.
think this is my upset of the week.
I love
This game right here, the
I love-
Jayhawks?
This is my
I
upset.
love the
Oh,
Kansas coach.
no.
I love the Kansas coach,
This is my upset of the week.
and I like the quarterback.
I don't know if this game's an upset, but if you want to put another pie to the dome on it, I'm willing to do it. I'm always
We're
willing
going
to
to be there Sunday, so this would be a very quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Taco
Put
to
a
the
little
face.
something on it. Put a little something on it, CJ. Come on.
Yeah, you're out here talking smack.
Yes.
You can't just come out on a limb and do stupid shit. So, anyways, then we have number 6 Penn State on the road at Northwestern. Totals 46, lines 26.5. I've watched Northwestern play. That team cannot score any points.
They pulled one out last week in overtime. Come on, man.
They're a bad team. Bad team. Penn State is one of those teams I don't like to touch.
Sleeper.
I don't like to touch.
Playoff
So,
team.
Penn State?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no chance.
No,
If
no,
we-
yeah.
if we
Northwestern is the
expand-
worst team in football.
If we expand the league to the playoff to 44 teams, Penn State will make it. So then you have number 7 Washington.
Best team in the country.
Well, anyway, so CJ comes out and says that.
Okay, you're saying all of this, and you're not putting
You
any
don't-
bets on
you
the
don't-
line.
you don't put
You
nothing
gotta put
on it.
something.
You can
So-
say best offense in the country, although SC technically is. Washington's offense is ridiculous.
So,
Redonkulous.
yes, Washington's offense is ridiculous. Washington -19.5 against Arizona. These games are usually tighter than what they are, by the way, in this series.
Yeah.
So this is a game I'm staying away from. The over 65.5. I told you last week, I don't like the fact that Washington gets up to the line and looks over to the sideline. I hate to bet a team when they do that, when you bet the over on them, because they literally line up with 29 seconds left on the
take it
game
all.
clock, and they fucking don't snap it until there's like 5 or 6. I can't stand that. So, Washington's at Arizona, 19.5. I think it's going to be closer than what people think they are. And I think if Arizona can score, then you're going to get to that over because Washington.
Arizona just barely beat freaking Stanford in like overtime last week.
Yeah.
That
So
was
they
on
won
the
by
road.
one.
That was on the road.
Doesn't matter.
Well, on the road where 5 people were there?
Yes.
Still a road game. So you still had to travel. You got
And
to
one
get
of
in the
them
car
was
and
dressed
go.
up as a tree.
So next game is number 8 USC, the biggest game of the weekend.
Yes.
And it's probably going to get more viewers than any NFL game this weekend.
Yes.
Number 8 USC, the line's 21.5. This line Monday opened up at 24 in some places.
Yep.
It's down to 21.5. You know how I feel about Colorado and that overhyped team. Oh, they won one game last year or no games or whatever and blah, blah, blah. But you brought Louis luggage. If you brought Louis luggage, you should be winning games.
Yeah.
Bro, you should be winning games. So I think they're going to get their ass kicked again. I like USC, and I'm going to blue chip. I'm going to blue chip the over 73.5.
Oh, okay.
Because USC's defense sucks.
Okay. I thought you
You-
were going to take the spread.
No. USC over 73.5. Their defense is terrible.
Yeah.
Over 73.5. I think, listen, Colorado has no playmakers on defense.
No.
0. So I think I don't think they'll be able to stop Caleb. Caleb will only stop himself. Some stupid fumbles and shit that he did last week. Colorado has all this hype around them. So Arizona State played up in a crazy level last week to compete in that game against SC. Colorado already thinks they're there. That's the problem with that team that people don't understand. Like these guys, because you have Shannon Sharp and Cameron and Stephen A. Smith and The Rock and DJ Khaled and all these guys coming to your sideline, those kids think they're the team to beat. Like, bro, you're not even fucking close to being the team to beat. The team to beat is the team you played last week and the team you're playing tomorrow. And those kids, Caleb and them boys, they coming. And they're going to be rolling.
You want to hear a crazy stat?
Let's hear it.
USC has the best pass rush in the nation. When
At
they
what?
only rush 4. These boys are getting after the quarterback. And their defense is horrible. When I heard it, I couldn't believe it. I think I heard it from Joe Klatt.
You convinced me. USC
Whoa!
minus 21.5.
Wow.
Over 73.5. 9 a.m. tomorrow. You can come to Pacoima and watch it with me. Let's go Trojans. And I
Yeah.
hate them.
When I heard that, I couldn't believe it.
9-1.
They get after the quarterback. Is it the Pac-12 or the nation?
The nation seems a little much.
No,
But-
they get after the quarterback, man.
And it's a matchup problem because Colorado's offense line sucks.
Oh, their line's terrible.
Yes.
Their line's terrible.
That was the issue with Oregon. Shador was under fire the whole
time.
game. And
If I was Dion, honestly, I would have pulled him. I would have pulled my
him.
I would have pulled my
I would have
kid.
pulled him too.
Yeah.
I would have been like, listen, I'm the
Second quarter.
coach. I'm the coach, but that also my son. I gotta pull him. He might be dead. Bro, he took some shots, man.
Yeah, he was
He
under
took some
fire.
shots. Bringing the kid from West Ranch to get in the game there.
There you go.
So USC minus 21.5, over 73.5.
Couldn't find
We
it.
couldn't
can't
find
find
that
it.
ridiculous stat Eddie threw out there.
But Fred says checking in from Denver. Let's go Buffs.
Oh,
I
yeah,
see
he's
people
there.
sleeping on the
Wow.
Buffs. Don't be shocked when we shock the world tomorrow.
Oh,
Wow.
Freddie. How many drinks did you have on that flight, player?
I think USC will win, but I think that defense just makes it close for some. I just think that defense makes
Yeah, the
it
defense sucks. The
defense
defense sucks, 100%.
Yeah.
But I think SC will score 49 plus.
They're going to name the score 50, 60, 70.
I think they can. Well, let's hope they get 70 by themselves. We just need a 70 to 4 game. So if we can somehow get 4. 2 safeties.
Two safeties.
48-53.
Wow, you think it's going to be that close, huh?
No, I don't think
I
no,
see
actually.
56,
No. I think the
35.
same thing happens. I think they get after Shador.
Yeah, I think they get after Shador. He's not good enough to get rid of the ball that quick. He's just not. He doesn't go through the reads. He proved it to you last week. He's not quick. They're not quick to adjust.
SC, the one thing they can't do is stop the run. And that's the one thing Colorado can't do is freaking run. Yeah. So I think it's a bad matchup for the Buffs.
For the Buffs.
I
Go
really-
Trojans
I really do.
tomorrow. Go Trojans in every which way.
So you think Colorado's going to cover?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. This is like three things you said. You have
Eddie
to put
wants
something
another
on the
pie
line.
to the
You're not
face.
getting another pie in the face. USC's defense is terrible.
Okay, all right. Well, let's
Can we
move
dress
on.
him up like Denny Green, like in all?
Oh, Vikings gear.
All
Vikings gear.
Yes,
Oh yes, purple.
Yes. All purple.
All purple.
Yes.
It's gonna look good. It's
like
gonna
a-
look good.
like a
Halloween
goddamn
episode,
grape.
we're gonna do it. Next, we have number 9 Oregon, who trounced the Buffaloes last week. By the way, the Buffaloes are now out of the top 25.
Yes.
Just
As
so
they should be.
just so everyone knows. Just reminding you guys. You know.
Sterling Sharp is asking for tickets.
Yeah, Sterling.
That was good.
Yeah, you
Someone
like
commented Sterling Sharp cut a straight for no reason.
Yeah, I saw that one.
my bad. Sorry, I want to apologize to Sterling. Number 9, Oregon at Stanford, 27.5 over 61. Let's ride the Ducks one more time. Ducks minus 27.5. We're also going to take Oregon first half on the road at Stanford. That line should be 14.5.
Stanford's the worst team in the country.
Stanford's pretty bad. Yeah. So Oregon,
And it took Arizona to overtime.
yeah, that was brutal. So number 9, Oregon, minus 27.5. We're also going to take them first half, whatever that line is. If it's 13, 14,
Minus 15.5.
minus 15.5, that
As
game's
it
probably
should
going to
be.
be 28-0 at halftime.
Yep.
So Oregon, blue chip, Oregon minus 27.5. Oregon first half minus 15.5. Those are your two blue chips in that game. Next game is going to be an awesome game. Number 11, Notre Dame at number 18. Is it 18?
Yeah.
Number 17, Duke Blue Devils. This game right here. So last year, Sam Hartman was at Wake. They played at Duke. North Carolina and Duke and Leonard, they beat him last year.
Yep.
At Wake, I know that was Wake. This is Notre Dame. Duke getting 5.5. We are going to blue chip the Duke Blue Devils.
Wow.
Plus 5.5 at home. Plus 5.5. We are also going to blue chip this over.
Yeah, I was gonna
yeah.
I was gonna take the
Over 53, Duke and Notre Dame, and I like Duke to win this game.
Wow.
After what I saw last week from Notre Dame's coaching staff, I don't think those kids recover that quickly from that game. So
You don't think they're going to be seething at the mouth?
not at all. You had a chance to cement yourself by beating a top 7 team in the country, and you had a chance at home with the game in your hand to cement yourself as a top 5 team this year.
But their playoff hopes are not done.
Oh, they're fucking done.
Oh, they're not done.
If
I'm
they
sorry
lose
to
to
tell you,
freaking
they're
Duke, they
done.
are.
Their season's ahead of them.
Listen.
if they clean slate, they're definitely
My guy, they're done.
they're not done.
Okay, you can think they're not. They done. They done. We can put a pie to the dome on it. They done.
He's talking so much.
He talking so much.
I love
Papa,
it.
they done.
Not done.
Lock it up. And I love Sam Hartman. I think they lose this week.
Wow.
I think Duke not only covers, possibly wins that game at home. And those fans are going to rush the field again.
Wow.
So we rode Duke a couple weeks back, minus 18.5. They covered. We're riding Duke again this week, plus 5.5. Dookie Blue Devils at home.
I love it. I love
Why
it.
was what I said not more crazier than what he said?
Because they're at home getting 5.5 points.
Oh my god!
You said
Talking about Colorado?
no. He's talking about Duke beating Notre Dame.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazier than
Then what? Kansas beating Texas?
No, Notre Dame. Season's not being over.
Yeah, it's over. They still play USC, buddy. They might even have.
In South Bend.
They're still playing SC, bro.
In South Bend.
The
They're
season's
gonna
over.
run all over SC.
The season's
They
over.
they do the one thing SC can't do.
They have Duke, Louisville, SC, Pitt, Clemson, Wake Forest, and Stanford.
What was
Lost.
the Louisville NC State? game?
Louisville cover. The under on Louisville came in.
Yeah.
If you had the under, Louisville also covered the second half, which I gave Tapia. Listen, Tapia was texting me. I said Louisville second half -4. They covered, won the second half 13-0. By the way, easy game. Total was 56. Those teams didn't even score
said
36
it.
last.
You
I told
said
you when
it.
I got here.
Yeah.
Easy game. So, anyways,
Fred said he's taking Hartman all day long.
I love Sam Hartman. Don't get me wrong. I love the kid. Last week's performance at home against Ohio State, a game that you should have won, and now you lost. Now you go on the road the very next week to play a quarterback that seems to be a top 15 pick in the draft. Sorry.
That's facts. But if you're Marcus Freeman, do you not head over to the math department, get a calculus guy, and say your one job is to count how many guys on defense every freaking time? Like, just count the guys on defense. They have to fix that problem.
Obviously. They had a lot of issues last week. Their play calling on 4th and inches was terrible both times.
Yeah.
They gave back the ball. I just don't. I like Duke tomorrow plus the 5.5 and the over, baby. We'll see what happens.
Wow.
I'm excited.
Love it. When's that game?
Oh,
I'm so excited for that game. I think.
Did I just hype you up for that game? Are you pumped for it?
Yes.
Love it.
And I'm a UNC guy. I think Herb Street, they're all going to be there.
4:30.
4:30.
4:30 under the lights.
That is an ESPN game day.
Let's go.
Yes.
DJ's throwing darts. Only has 7 points. Anyways, so our next game, we have number 12 Alabama at Mississippi State. Mississippi State has looked really bad this year.
Really bad.
Really bad with Will Rogers now quarterbacking in his 6th or 7th or 9th season.
Yeah.
Alabama minus 14.5. Last week they played a lot better. Milroe came in and played. Touchdown. Oregon State now lead 13-0 against the Utes.
This is big.
It's a big game right here.
Man.
This
I told
is
you. I said,
big.
man, Oregon State got a chance.
This is big here. So Alabama minus 14.5. We'll stay away from that game this week. The next game I love. I absolutely
good.
love.
Good stuff.
Number 13 LSU against Ole Miss, who seems to be out of the top 25 this week for the first time in a while. LSU's minus 2.5 on the road. I like LSU minus the 2.5.
I do too.
I also love the over in this game. Over 67.5. LSU's last 10 games, 9-1 to the over. Ole Miss scores a lot of points as well. They don't play much defense. Last week we had LSU to the over. We had LSU's over. That came in easily. I think this week we get another over, and I like LSU to win this game. Line's only 2.5. LSU
receiver, baby.
Oh man, neighbors and they got a bunch of dudes over there.
Yep.
So LSU minus 2.5. That's a blue chip. LSU over 67.5. That's another blue chip. The next game we have Iowa State at number 14 Oklahoma. I am gonna ride with the Sooners one more time, man.
With the spread?
I'm gonna take Oklahoma minus 20.
Wow.
At home against Iowa State. At home against Iowa State, the Sooners minus 20. I'm going to take that game.
Bounce
Oklahoma.
back.
Boomer Sooner.
Boomer Sooner.
The next game on our schedule, number 21, Tennessee hosting South Carolina. Another blue chip here. Over Tennessee, South Carolina, over 63.5.
Wow.
Last year's game, they put up 80 plus.
Spencer Rattler loves big games.
Oh, he loves big games. Over in this game, over 63.5. Tennessee rolled last week. They looked really good. Tennessee's favored by 12 in this game, by the way. I think it's a 2-touchdown game. I think they can win this game by 14, maybe 17. But I definitely like the over.
That's going to be a crazy
That should be a battle. And that should be a back and forth. Rattler and the Tennessee Milton can throw it. He can run it. He's got a big arm.
40-yard bomb after 40 yards.
He ran for 81 yards last week.
Yeah.
So over on Tennessee and South Carolina. The next game is an untouchable game. Florida against Kentucky on the road. Kentucky's minus 1.5. We'll stay away from that game. Missouri, another SEC school in the top 25. Nobody knows how. They're minus 13.5 against Vandy. That's another game we stay away from. Nevada at Fresno State. That is another game we're staying away from. And I'm going to give you that
Where the
game.
fuck do these teams come from? Just
Fresno State? They're up north. David Carr,
Yeah,
Derek Carr,
Derek
Dante
Carr and
Adams.
Devontae Adams,
Devontae
okay.
Adams.
Central
I'm
Valley.
not talking about the school. I'm talking about how these teams are just popping up in the top 25.
Oh, they pop up.
Well, who
Shit
they
pops
beat?
up.
Yeah, Fresno State beat some
Missouri
good teams.
comes
They went on the road and beat Arizona State. Woohoo!
Woo, big deal.
I think they beat San Diego State as well, but I'm not sure.
San Diego
They
State is
kicked
2-2.
San Diego State's ass.
So, and then we have another game where this is a blue chip. We are going to chip the Cal Berkeley Golden Bears. They're at home against Arizona State minus 12. I think Arizona State last week played above and beyond their level.
That coach called a hell of a
They
fucking
called a
game.
hell of a game. They still lost by 14. Go after that game and losing that game and all the preparation that you had for that game.
Yeah.
I think they go on the road and they get blasted by Cal.
Yeah.
That's what
That
I
makes
think.
sense.
Cal minus 12.5. That's a blue chip right there. Oh my God, we are blue chipping Cal.
Wow.
Wow.
When he texted, put ASU and Cal on, on the schedule. I was like, okay.
Wow. That is a wow moment for sure, man. Listen, tomorrow's going to be great. Sunday's going to be great. Please join us in Pacoima. Free tacos, customcars.com. You guys have to come down. Pelon Tacos. I want to say a thank you to customcars.com. A thank you to Julio's Pizza. Official.bta. Our man, Big John. I saw the pictures. He looks huge in freaking pads. Oh, my goodness.
It's a big boy.
Yes.
Should we do two Nobodies college football parlay?
Yep.
Yes.
What do you got, CJ?
All right, this school is near and dear to my heart. I like the Air Force Falcons covering minus 10.5 against San Diego State.
I like that as well. And Air Force undefeated, 4-0.
Undefeated, kicks San Jose State in their nuts.
4-0. Very good.
Yes.
So we have Air Force minus 10.5 at home against San Diego State. What do you got, Eddie Money?
I got Alabama and Mississippi State under 48.5.
Ooh, Alabama, Mississippi State under 48.5. Eddie, give it to me.
I love SC minus 21.5.
Wow.
Zach has it at 24. It's a loser 100%. I think.
Zach, you're safe. If Eddie said that,
Yes,
Zach, you're safe.
Yes. Shador Sanders gets sacked 7 times.
Wow. And I'm going to go with the Duke Blue Devils plus 5.5.
I love your confidence on this pick.
The Duke Blue Devils plus 5.5. That's going to be my parlay pick. So we have Duke plus 5.5.
Man, I love that pick.
USC minus 21.5. Air Force minus 10.5. And the under on Alabama and Mississippi State.
Yes.
Eddie Money, what's that paying?
$1 million.
It's either plus 1,000 or plus 1,200. We'll see what it is, but it's it should be a plus 1,000 minimum.
We've
for
only
teamer.
been one off. I mean, we've been really close on these.
We've been one jack off. So
Giggity.
You said you had Air Force. What?
Air Force minus 10.5. They're playing San Diego State at home. What
I
time
like
is that
that.
game tomorrow? 1 o'clock?
5 o'clock game.
5 o'clock game. Look at that. Air Force is playing well. I'll give them that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, no, they look really good. Give
They've
it to the
looked good.
fullback. Give it to the fullback, baby.
The quarterback is the 100-meter Mountain West champion.
Yes.
Wow. Very cool. Utah, by the way, has changed the quarterback.
I saw that. I was wondering.
Yeah, they found a guy who
Barnes.
can throw the ball. Barnes is in the game. Who can throw it?
I love me some Oregon State Beavers.
Yeah, so
man.
we also got plus 1,200 on this parlay.
So plus 1,200. We had a plus $1,200 parlay. I'll recap it for you real quick. Air Force minus 10.5. USC
SC.
minus 21.5. Duke plus 5.5. Eddie Money's got under on Alabama, Mississippi State 48.5. Plus $1,200 parlay right there.
I bet
for
it goes to 21 by tomorrow morning. I bet
You
it
think the
does.
money comes in on Colorado
Oh
late?
yeah,
Some late
'Cause
money?
Every Lil Wayne's gonna put 10 million on freaking the Buffs.
Oh, no.
Lil Wayne ran out with the Packers on Thursday night.
Oh,
Look at
Lil
Lil
Wayne.
Wayne.
Jesus. Turning into Drake, bud. Oof. What a
Wow.
shot. So
Is that it, Papa?
that's it. If you want to, you want to get into the real quick.
Let me give a quick rundown before I forget.
Yes.
Yes.
So, college football blue chips. We got Georgia minus 14, USC Colorado over 73.5, USC minus 21.5, Oregon minus 27.5, and Oregon in the first half minus 15.5, Duke plus 5.5, Notre Dame and Duke over 53, LSU minus 2.5, LSU and Ole Miss over 67.5, Oklahoma minus 20, South Carolina and Tennessee over 63.5. And Cal minus 12.5.
Jesus Christ, I'm putting myself out there.
Yeah, you are.
Way
Papa.
too much. Hopefully we can have a instead of a push week, a winning week.
Dude, if you hit all those,
No,
you're
come
going
on.
viral as F.
Jesus Christ. Real quick, I wanted to just you know how we do you're fired and there's certain things. I want to fire it real quick because I don't think we touched on it enough. But I really, really want to fire Dak Prescott.
Ooh.
My God. Just back. I want to fire. I want to fire at the end of every show an NFL quarterback. And I think for me, Dak has made terrible decision after terrible decision after terrible decision. I think if they lose this week, Trey Lance will get some first team reps.
Wow.
Me benching Dak Prescott on my fantasy right now.
It's a
You
bold. It's a
start
bold.
Dak Prescott in your fantasy?
He beat you, by the
Oh,
way.
not with Dak Prescott.
Yes, I did.
Yes, he did.
Oh,
I
man.
benched
You
Brock
lost to
Pur-
Dak,
I
man.
benched
I
Brock
should take the
Purdy.
pie to the face.
By the way, Eddie has the worst team in our league, and his name is the GOAT. For those that
I've
no,
been
my
the
team's
GOAT.
pretty bad, but
No,
Eddie is
been
the GOAT,
GOAT
and he's
for
0-3.
15 years.
he is 0-3 and had the least amount of points by a far margin.
Listen,
Jesus Christ.
I've been really busy.
I'm 2-1, but my team's pretty horrific.
Wow, that's depressing. Well,
So,
Jamar Gibbs, that's why I fired.
I have Jamar Gibbs. You don't have him in that league.
I don't.
No, and you're 0-3.
Oh, what's my excuse then?
So, are we doing the pie to the dome right here, right now?
Oh, got to.
We are doing. Shanae Bird, can you get that pie to the dome ready? I don't know if she even has. Let's talk about just one trade, NBA. Let's talk about Dame Lillard, who we all thought was going to Miami. Who he wanted to go to Miami. He wanted to live his his
Best life.
best life in Miami. But there was a prelude to this whole thing. An NBA All-Star game, was it last year, when Giannis' first pick
Was
took
Lillard.
Dame. And LeBron was like, whoa, how do you take that dude over, your guy? So this was something that Giannis wanted, and it was clearly a move to where we want you to stay in Milwaukee.
Oh, that's 100% the move. Because
Yeah.
Giannis had been talking about
Yeah.
the couple of times they talked to him in the summer.
Yeah.
Well, he kind of said, well, I want my team to, I want to be part of a team that's willing to win and blah, blah.
Yeah.
Milwaukee's shown it every time. You going out there and getting Dame, cements that. Now,
Giannis should never take a three-point shot again.
no, the great thing about this trade, besides the fact that Lillard's an amazing fucking player, is that you now have a closer who can close the game.
Yes.
Because in reality, Giannis wasn't a closer, and that year they won the title, Middleton closed a handful of games. He closed.
And he's been hurt.
He was hurt last year. He hasn't been the same.
His fucking
you get
hairline's
Lillard,
back
you
here.
get a legitimate superstar. There's no doubt about it.
Are they?
They have to
favorites?
be the title favorites now.
Yeah, they were like plus 450.
Yeah, they have to be the
Yeah.
title favorites. Like, as good as Boston's roster is, you have two of the, 9, 10 best players in the league.
Yeah.
And arguably, Giannis could be the one. At any, you can. I always think I think he's number one.
Who did who did Denver lose this year?
Nobody big. They re-signed all their guys, I think.
I feel like they lost somebody. Like, they're not as deep as they were last year.
I think they'll be fine. I just don't, I don't know if that's a team that can repeat, but.
Do you think Phoenix gets better?
Well, they got rid of Ayton, and he was a problem. He's a
problem with 18 points and 10 rebounds.
Yes, he's a
game?
problem. His 18 points and 10 rebounds are fucking silent.
I just think
he was a problem
underwhelming. But where do you get 18 and 10?
from anywhere. You don't need 18.
Bullshit.
You don't
anywhere.
need 18 and 10 when you have two guys that are going to go for 30 and 7, 30 and 8. Durant's going to give you 30 and 9 or 10. Booker's going to give you. He can give you 30.
Is Phoenix the leaders in the West?
No. No, I still think it's Denver.
Who did Denver lose, Papa? Eddie Money. Earn your money, Eddie Money.
If you didn't lose Jamal Murray or the Joker, then
But they were deep, man.
Michael Porter Jr., they're deep. Yes, they're still deep.
They're a great freaking team, and I believe they lost somebody.
They're still deep. I still think Denver is the best team in the West. Bruce Brown?
Yeah, that's like the main guy. That's like the main person they lost, though. Isn't like not? They didn't lose anyone crazy,
Yeah, he's
Crazy that dude fucking balled out in the playoffs.
Yeah, but still.
Balled out in the playoffs.
They'll replace him. No problem.
I'm not
So
sure.
we're trying to get this pie to the face.
Yes.
Here going. Utah going for it on 4th and 1. Sneak, and they got it. First down for Utah. Utah's defense, I'll be honest with you. Utah's defense hasn't looked great. They've only allowed 14 points, but they've had big plays Oregon State has. I think DJ's made big. Look at the push by Glover. He's like, get the fuck over there. He pushed him for 3 yards.
By the way, CJ, have you been watching Housewives of Salt Lake City?
No.
Oh, so good. So good.
I have not been watching Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Come on, man.
Eddie's.
I'm a
Jay's
bro-
not here for the bitch assness segment.
Yes. I'll fill in for that.
Wow, your son said this is gonna be better than Shaq and Kobe.
Oh, you know what? If they win,
are you talking
if they
about
win
better than
Lillard and Giannis, if they win
hear
3
what
or 4
he said?
titles, you can put that up
Can you
there.
make that pie?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
definitely
Oh,
put
if
that
they
up
win
there.
3 or 4?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's no question. If they win 3, look at if they win 1, if they win 2 in a row, the talk will start of Shaq and Kobe. But if they win 3 and maybe 4, if they win 3, it's 100% sure the Shaq and Kobe talk is there.
No.
No what?
No way.
Eddie, no what?
They're not iconic like those two, and it's in Denver.
Well, it's number 1. It's in Milwaukee.
Oh, Milwaukee. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about freaking Joker and
Jamal
and
Murray.
that's what I
Oh, if Joker and Jamal Murray win like 4 in a row, they're better than Shaq and Kobe.
Oh, 4 in a row.
I don't give a fuck. If they win 3 in a row, you're talking Shaq and Kobe.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Those two are iconic. Iconic players. If they win 4 in a row, yes, no one wins fucking 4 in a row.
No, nobody does.
And only the Lakers and has anyone else won 3 in a row other than the Lakers?
Jordan,
Oh.
the Celtics.
Well, yeah, in the 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one counts those.
There weren't enough black players.
By the way, you sent something in the group chat with the Jordan thing.
But I've said that here. I don't need to repeat that shit. I'm tired of saying it. Oh, I've said it here.
Oh, here we go.
Do you want to hear the Jordan take?
Let's hear it.
'Cause I've said it here.
Let's make him suffer and stare. Sinead, show the camera. Show the camera.
Here's a pie we're going to dome Eddie, CJ with. He took...
Which he 100% deserves.
You've heard his bullshit here tonight. He picked Colorado to beat Oregon last week. We're going to
Yes.
Eddie Money's going to
He
slam
said
him with this.
Shador was 100% a Heisman candidate.
Better
At
than...
the point, he absolutely was.
No,
yeah, he was a
wasn't.
candidate
Yes,
of
he
the
was.
15... Dude, after... Dude, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Add more whipped cream.
Add more fuck. Actually, take off whipped cream so he gets more pie.
Yes.
You get more hand in the shit.
Yes.
So the Jordan take was, which I've said here before, there's no surprise, but I have to present it to these guys every fucking week. Because dudes that are over 50, when they used to hit each other in the NBA like morons because they couldn't shoot, so you needed guys like Bill Laimbeer and Rick Mahorn and Kurt Rambis who couldn't shoot a fucking basketball.
Charles Oakley.
All those guys that could never shoot a basketball,
Dennis
that all they did
Rodman.
was hit you. Those are the guys, the people that are 45, 50 and over, they think that was the era of basketball because nobody could shoot, but it was so much more physical. Rawr.
It was.
It doesn't matter.
Clip that shit.
It doesn't matter. That shit is so stupid. Oh, it was more physical. You couldn't come inside. I don't give a shit. Who cares? Basketball is about putting a ball in a round hoop. A round ball in a round hoop. Nobody gives a shit that, Bill Laimbeer almost chopped someone's head off on court. He couldn't score 10 points a game. If he played today, guess what? He wouldn't fucking play. He wouldn't play.
Bill Laimbeer had a great 3-point shot. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah, he was amazing. So anyways, Jordan, there's this video that Nick Wright, who's a LeBron writer.
You should play this clip.
Yeah, if you can find it.
I'll send it.
I've said this many times.
I'll
Where
send it to Eddie Money.
Jordan never had a winning record without Scottie Pippen.
Oh,
Yeah.
You've seen that.
Hold on. I'm going to send it to Eddie Money.
I've said it many times. He never beat the Celtics in the playoffs. So, like, for him to win a title, and the best one is the Hall of Fame one, where he never played a team that had more than one Hall of Famer at any given moment.
It's really good.
It's amazing.
Where are you, Jordan? No, where is it?
Have you seen it, Eddie Money?
Yeah.
That's not that one.
Utah struggling, by the way.
Here we go.
Oh, my God. What a turnover.
Okay. here
Oh,
it
that's
is.
a block
I'm gonna
in the
send
back.
this
That's
to you,
going to go
Eddie
back.
Money, and play this shit.
Still Oregon ball, but penalty.
Play this shit, Eddie Money. Because it kind of threw me back.
I've said this to you guys many times,
I've
but
never-
someone on TV says it, and now all of a sudden,
Oh.
so you think? So you think, huh?
So you tickle like that,
Okay.
huh?
Play this shit, Eddie Money. It's shocking.
You gonna play it anytime soon?
I gotta get it.
He just got it.
Oh, okay.
That orange, I hate all orange.
6 years long. Can we show guys who won rings in years Michael Jordan played? Well, Larry won, Kareem won, Magic won, Isaiah won, Hakeem won, Drexler won, Shaq won, Kobe won, David Robinson, Tim Duncan won. Before Scottie Pippen got there, a total and complete loser. Not just 1-9 in the playoffs, never even above 500 in the regular season.
Facts.
Do you know how many teams in the East, Jordan's entire title run, had more than one Hall of Famer? One. The team Michael was on. There were 3
Hear that?
super teams in the East. The Celtics, the Pistons, and the Magic. His career playoff series record against those 3 teams, 2-6. Pretend Jordan
2-6, and he beat Detroit once, and he beat Orlando once. That was it. And Orlando was
yeah.
Orlando with young Shaq,
Young Shaq
with Baby Shaq and Baby Penny.
Yeah.
So remember that. Write it down.
So what are you trying to say? That LeBron's the man?
Dude, this is a conversation we don't need to have over and over again because people will never believe it. Guys over 50 who think that the physical NBA was better than what it is today, and at the end of the day, basketball is putting a ball through the hoop. It's not
Skill-wise, it's not even close.
It's not even close. The skill's not even close. Basketball was created with a hoop and a ball. It wasn't created with a guy elbowing another dude in the back of the head or hand checking him or this and that. It's not jungle ball. You want to go do that, you play on the street. That's not what the NBA is for.
But that's what I'm good at.
Well, there you go. All those guys, whenever you went to a park to play basketball, Dearborn Park in Northridge, for example, all the guys that sucked, all they did was hack. That's all they did.
Well,
That's
CJ, I hate to tell you, it is time to pay the piper. You're going to call our show and mouth off the way you did about the Colorado Buffaloes and how they're going to beat Oregon and how Shedeur Sanders is 100% a Heisman candidate. Then you are going to sit here and take this pie to the face, Papa.
And we're going to watch.
Yes.
Eddie Money, will you do the honors? Por favor.
Gladly.
Oh, gladly. I knew Eddie Money was
Morning,
excited.
bitch. I hit back.
Hey, but he won't bet again, though.
Yeah, he won't.
both takes, but no
again
bet.
and again and again.
He's keep talking and talking. Keep talking and talking.
Rafa, make sure you play-by-play this shit.
Oh, 100%. So we have CJ Womack, by the way, one of the 2 hosts of the Cut the Noise political podcast, brought to you by the 2 Nobodies. So he's going to sit here. He called last week to mouth off about how Colorado was going to go in to Oregon and beat them and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So this is CJ here, guys.
This is a pie to face the rest of the country, really.
Should be a pie to the... You're taking it for every Colorado fucking homer. And listen,
all the Instagram people.
it's not about that we don't like Dion. I love Dion. But the team is not the hype that it is. So are we ready for this?
Back up, Papa.
So this is Eddie Money, by the way. And if you look, this is a big motherfucker, man. He's 6'4", 225, and pure white.
I'm stealing off.
Yo, you ready? So you want me? How do you want to count it down? How do you want me to count it down? You want me to 1, 2, 3, or
1, 2, 3. He hits me hard. I hit his ass back.
he's not gonna hit you hard. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Woo! Oh my God!
Get out of here.
Oh my God! Yes,
You know what
yes.
that face is? White
I
Deion
love it.
Sanders. You owe me one.
Dion, look at what you did, man. Look at what you guys did.
Rafa, they're gonna call our show racist with white face.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Now all the people are going to say, of course they pied the black guy. Of course, the only black dude on the show was the one who liked the Buffalo. That's what they're going to say. That's what they're going to say, which I'm all right with. I'm okay with that.
CJ.
So, CJ, thank you for being a good sport about it.
being a good
Keep
sport.
talking shit, but that's what we like here.
Yeah.
That's what we thrive on. Oh my God. CJ, toss that towel. Eddie's not getting dirty, man.
Yeah.
Eddie's not getting dirty. Come
No,
on.
no.
Good pie to the face, anybody.
pie to
That
the
was
face.
good.
Listen, everybody, I just want to say thank you for everyone watching. Episode 50, 2 weeks away from our 1-year anniversary. I want to say thank you to CustomCars.com. I want to say thank you to Eddie Money. CJ, I want to say thank you to our families, our wife. Don't forget to meet us on Sunday in Pacoima, Custom Cars, free tacos from 11 to 3. We'll be having a blast over there. I want to give a shout out to Clink and the Dolphins. And, almost forgot this. Happy birthday to my father-in-law, Ed Talavera. If you guys know Ed actually coached me in football. This dude is one of the best human beings of all time. Had patience with me, but more than anything, Ed, I love you. Thank you for fighting the way you fight to be around your family. Happy birthday, Ed.
Happy birthday,
we love
Ed.
you. And thank you for everyone watching. And
Real quick, Rick Flores says, "Shouldn't I have the honor of giving that pie? Since I
he
gave the
stirred
fire
it
out
all
to
up.
the Ducks."
yes. We'll give you a piece, Rick.
Jay said he's doing whiteface as well. Rick also said, if Eddie hasn't mentioned, we are all invited next week tailgating UCLA versus Washington.
Yes.
Wow, is that next
Yes.
weekend?
Menudo, everything. He's invited. I told him we're trying to get tickets. Thank you, everybody. 2 Nobodies with the mic. Episode 50. We love you. Happy birthday, Ed.